it's okay with you, I'm going to keep working so I can try to finish this, but I can't share my screen on this project, so it's kind of boring. But it'll be my face.
That's fine. Welcome to another Friday Night Bricks, everybody. This is number 42. Kevin is working on something for work. It's a classified thing, so he will not be showing his screen. So you just have to look at him. You have to look at him and nod and, you know, all that. He'll be probably doing some head banging while he's, you know, working there.
Exactly.
Obviously, as you know, you can see I'm working on my castle in the background. I'll probably wait to do some serious work as we get more people in the stream. Obviously, I have a show tomorrow too, so I'll probably be maybe prepping that a little bit. My space is double from the last show, so I need to maybe dig out some more Mills plates. And of course, I made my third attempt to get into my storage today and could not. So,
is it still frozen?
Yeah, it's still frozen. I even took hot water out there, tried to pour that. You know, now with the cold weather coming, it'll probably freeze. So it is what it is. I mean, it's, you know.
Hasn't it warmed up?
I can't give them any more money if I can't get in there and get in out of that storage and into a new one. So it's not my loss; it's their loss. You know, I mean, I've got what I basically need. I'd like to have more stuff, which means I'll have to spend more money at the Lego store tomorrow when I go down there after my show.
So are you saying that it hasn't warmed up at all enough for you to get in there?
Well, it was 30 today, but I mean, you have to remember now, at the bottom of that, there's like an inch of ice. I mean, you know, from the last time I got in, there was moisture, so yeah, it's not good. Why am I dumping those in there?
They're not. Whoever owns the place is not helping out at all.
Well, they're plowing it, but then again, these are outside storage, so they're probably thinking nobody needs to get into the outside, and if they do, they can figure it out. Problem is, like, the last time I got into it, it was nice weather, and so now with the good weather or the bad weather, you know, it's, I don't know, it's crazy. So
sounds annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, once I get into this new storage, I won't have that problem anymore because then I'll be inside. My access will be on the inside of the building, so I won't have outside access anymore. That's what I need.
Yeah,
that's what I need so I can go in there and work. Plus, it'll be bigger, so I can actually sort and get organized and all that. So that's the goal. So I can start selling some of my Lego.
So you said episode 42, huh?
Episode 42, yeah, we're getting there, yeah.
That means we're almost at 50, which is a pretty big milestone, I would say.
Yeah, look at that. Look at Shiny. Yeah, I'm late. Yeah, no. You are on time. Shiny, you are on time. Everybody else who decides to join the stream later is late, but that's okay. You don't get marked down for being tardy for this. So, but yeah, it won't be a long stream tonight, just from the simple fact that I have a show tomorrow, which means I have to get up super early because it's in Milwaukee, so it's an hour and a half or whatever to drive. And they start setting up at 8, and so to get up and go, and like I said, I'm going to have to grab more Mills plates because I get double the space this time, so I'll have to just grab some battle space, I guess, per se, and so people can, if they're looking at the screen here, I'll put myself on the big screen here since we're just looking at Kevin anyways. But
sorry, yeah.
But if you can see my mouse, right, Kevin?
No. I can see. I see you, and I see your setup.
How about now?
No, it's still just the two different. Are you screen sharing? You're not screen sharing.
Oh, I'm not screen sharing. Well, no, but it shouldn't matter. I mean, don't you see my mouse? Like, is my mouse over my face now?
No.
No. Oh,
nope.
How about now? No.
Oh,
nope. I guess I got a screen share for that.
Yeah, I think you have to screen share if you want us to see what you're moving.
That's okay. That's gonna be weird because I don't think it doesn't. Yeah, because you can't do that because it's that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Infinite loops.
Well, if you look at the right, if you look at the one side, like closest to my face, you can see the new moat going down the edge of the plates. That's the new moat. And you can see the walls. And if you look carefully at those walls, if you look close to the bottom of the screen, you can see where the old wall section is, and that all needs to shift over. And so that's what I'm working on, is shifting it all. So, and that's why the difference in color and plates. In the old one, all the walls were on one plate and the moat was on 2 plates. Now the wall sections will be on 2 plates, but the moat will be on 1, which will be actually kind of nice. So, but it's, you know, that's the transition. So people will be like, wow, that's, you know, where you working up this year? And I go, that's the big change. I'll moat around all 4 sides, but it's going to be a project. It's not going to be something that's going to be simple and easy. It's going to take some time to do it because it's, and luckily I have some right now. I have extra base plates. Might pick up a couple more tomorrow since I'll have a VIP card. Who knows? Might even have some rewards on it. The nice thing is if you look at the keep in the center, the keep is now on 2 plates each clover. But I mean, with the new setup, I'm gonna shift it, and each clover be on its own plate, which would be nice for maybe doing lighting and stuff. And I picked up 100 pack of alkaline batteries too. I'll remember I have to pack those for now for my lighting. I'm gonna throw those in the old keep. Those little push button ones I had.
100 batteries.
Yeah, 100 pack. Yeah, 100 pack of batteries. Yeah, well, you know. Well, it's AAA. I mean, and, you know, I have some rechargeable ones, but each one of those push buttons uses 3. Plus, with my new storage, when I get into the new storage, I'll need something for lighting anyways because there's no power there. So I'll buy a few more of those push button ones, and I'm sure they use AAA. So
I gotcha.
So there's another module down. So the old modules are coming down, and so I've got a bunch of plates. The only problem is I've been seeing some off-colored blue plates, which kind of sucks, I guess. But it is what it is.
Like sun bleached?
Huh?
What do you mean, like sun?
I don't know. Like, maybe that are just
colored?
dirty. Yeah, just maybe a little discolored. I guess it could be. It could be sun. I mean, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
So
sounds lame.
Huh?
Sounds lame.
Sounds lame. Well, can be lame. It can be. So I don't know where everybody is tonight. It's a Friday night. Everybody must have forgot we're streaming. But so how did last night go? I jumped in for you guys for a little bit, and that was kind of cool.
Oh, what happened last night?
Building live with Brick 5.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't there. No.
I jumped on. Actually, what's funny is I didn't get phone reception in the gym where my nephew was playing, but they had unsecured Wi-Fi, and so I was watching it on that. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I watched it. I wasn't participating in it.
You see, all these plates are really dirty. All these white 4x6s, and the fact that this castle's been in on the floor. You know, outside.
Yeah.
Dropped a clear brick. I'm sure I'll find it later. You hear me scream, you're like, ah.
Yep.
They dropped a 1x2. I don't know where it went. So, but so yeah, the goal is just to kind of get more. I've been actually using you can see the leg of the tripod. I had that sitting there to get some kind of like still images of it at 1.2. While I was working on it with the good camera. The phone, actually, the Facebook pictures have all been just from the phone, just because just easy to get it there and load it. I can't find my media reader. Of course, when I want it, I can't find it. When I don't need it, I find it. So
that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm not a friend of Murphy. I'm gonna have to. Next time I see him, I'll have to give him a piece of my mind. So, but. Yeah, Brick 5 messaged me, asked me if the trade was good, since he didn't know, and I said, yeah, it was good. So I actually have some more stuff for him. Actually, I'll have to get that off to him because I did find some more deals. If you saw my haul video, Chester's haul video. Sorry.
Yeah, I did see that.
So I mean, and that's the funny thing is I think there's a Walmart distribution center close by, and I'm wondering if they're just finding stuff in the warehouse. I don't know. It's 2 weeks in a row that I found stuff there. I was kind of shocked. Another brick goes flying. Another clear one, too. Yeah, that one I see. So But that's kind of neat. So I mean, well, and some of them are earmarked for. So I think when I bought them, I think some are earmarked for the nonprofit, and some are earmarked for the group. So obviously, we do a lot of building challenges for WISLUG at each meeting, and so
that's cool.
Reed, you can just send it to me. What am I send what today? What am I sending?
We got action in the chat.
Shiny, and then Hoosier Reed, you can just send it to me. I don't know what he says. Just send it to me. Send what?
Whatever you're gonna send Brick Vibe, just send it to Hoosier. Hoosier's the new Brick Vibe, you know.
Is he?
I guess so.
The problem is does he have all the translucent black plates that I would need in trade? That's the kicker.
That is the question.
Unless of course he's got stuff that he's sitting on that he needs to send to me that I need to send him some stuff in trade, I guess. Then that's kind of the thing that him and I will have to sit down and discuss. Problem is the other reason I kind of want to get into frickin' my storage is, I mean, I'm pulling all these Mills plates apart and realizing that I wanted to put a lot of white along the inside edges of all those walls, and I'm like, where are all my white bricks? And so all my white bricks are probably in my storage. So it's like, wait, I do have a lot of these arches, but the arches next to a wall, I mean, I guess it's not bad, I guess, because there is that. So I mean, I guess I could use those. I might have to. So it's not super bad. So
Yep.
New area of responsibility is disaster. Ooh, well. Yeah. That's how it goes. I was there once. I was responsible for staff and everything at one point, when I was working at a store, I had responsibility. And then radio decided they didn't need, us really motivated, infatuated, loving people of their product, and oh well. That's always a fun discussion. So, I think somebody else the other day didn't realize I'd been there for so long, for 7 years or whatever, and I'm like, yeah. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy when you think about it, Actually, well, they're building an at-home store here, like a home furnishing type kind of thing. And I did look at their careers page, and there was like an ASM position. I'm like, gosh, do I want to go back to retail again? I'm like, I guess I could, maybe apply, see how much it paid and what the vacation was like and all that. But it was kind of one of those things where,
Are you not happy doing what you're doing right now?
Oh, I love what I do. I love what I do. I love getting out. I love the customers. I love the stores. I mean, no, I love what I do. I just figured I'd just check and see. Never hurts. I mean, obviously nothing would be as cool as a Lego store. I mean, the Lego stores are a unique thing. Plus, I'm passionate about the product. You can see it when we start discussing about farming and all that stuff, like on his stream last night, and saying, yep, 2009 was the last good year, or actually the last great year of Lego sets. I mean, that was the last great year where every theme was great,
Everything was everything awesome?
Everything was awesome then. You had, because I think that was the year you had Atlantis, so you had underwater. You had castle, so you had castle. You had space. You had city farms. You had nutritional food for your minifigs. I mean, it's like that was the last legendary year of set design, where they covered all their bases, no issues. And now we're where we're at now, and you just kind of just chuckle and go, okay, they might make it back to the promised land at some point in time, but we're not holding our breath.
Well, it's all right. It's not your problem to worry about now.
No. We got, like you said, we got those new young marketing people who will say, yes, this is the first time we've ever had farm, and we'll all go, no, no, it isn't. It's nice to think that way, but no.
that probably will happen.
Yeah, that probably would. You'd just be like, yeah, no, I don't know what planet you're coming from, but no.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot.
Dropping my plates. Some of my Mills plates were nice and easy to take apart. They have the 16 by 16 white plates on them. I'm like, yes, those are easy to take apart. So
nice.
Well, and I have a bunch over there. I don't want to take too many apart right now. Now that I'm seeing I have more space tomorrow, so I need to. I should have enough because I usually have a lot of extra battle space, and I got all the ones that have craters too somewhere. So, just trying to figure out where to start with. I mean, I don't really want to start at this end because technically, I guess I could take. Well, actually, I can't get into storage. I mean, I don't have all my castle here. If I could have gotten into storage today, I could have grabbed my walls from my town and taken all those Mills plates and displayed the town. So, but we'll see. So see if I think the problem is I think oh no, there's 3. Okay, participants. Okay, it's always nice to see who's in the chat. I mean, I think mine sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. So those things where it's a little bit of both, a little bit of here, a little bit there. Yeah. But trying to get it all set up there, I mean, is quite the daunting task of getting it all moved and everything and knowing what's going on. So
yeah, for sure. And you've done it fairly recently already, once.
What?
Moved all your stuff, right? That you're talking about the daunting task.
Well, I was talking about kind of the castle, but yeah, moving my stuff too is that's going to be Well, moving it actually won't be bad because I actually have that giant cart I got. So moving the stuff from one storage to the other will actually probably be the easiest it's been. So there's a cart actually. There's carts inside the inside areas, small carts.
Okay.
So I mean, I cart it over on the big cart and then put it on the small cart and cart it in. But I'm gonna go set up shelving and all that. So yeah, and Michael, they're prepping for the railroad show next week. I think is it next Wednesday, March 3rd and 4th? Is that next week or the weekend after?
The weekend. No, that's next week, I think, actually.
Oh yeah. So next weekend. Train show next weekend in Denver. So they're prepping that. Michael's building space bases. Actually, I think this will be the first show that Dave O'Hare should have his. Well, I don't know. He might have had one of the smaller shows, but his moon base will make its debut. It sounds like at the train show.
Very nice.
80-inch by 80-inch moon base. So he was the one who had that giant castle. You would have been in Colorado when he would have displayed it. That huge, remember that huge castle that actually dwarfs mine?
Was it black? Like it was a dark castle?
No. Well, he did have one of those too, but I think it was his giant gray castle that was like 3 feet by 3 feet by about 3 feet tall. It was just behemoth.
I remember one that was really big, but it was like it sat on the floor, and I thought it was all black. I thought it was a black. Maybe it wasn't. I thought it was.
No, well, he did have a black one at one time too, but this one was all gray. And you could open the walls and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean that was what he had before, and so he took that apart in one of his moves, and now he's working on a giant moon base, which is actually pretty cool. And I gave him advice about making it sectionalized, kind of like mine, but also when you go up, because his was going to be a couple feet tall in certain sections, is build to a certain level and then make the next section up a section too, so you don't have one monster height tall section that you're trying to carry around. You want to make it so you can actually carry it and not like the keep, where the keep's got levels. You can just set levels on top of levels and not have to worry about carrying the whole thing and having the chance of just stumbling over some person near a mock, just not paying attention, sitting too close, too far out into the open space, and you trip over them and shatter it. So it's just because you just never know what show you're going to go to, and you stumble over a rift in the carpet, and you're down for the count. So it's just it's just a matter of building stuff so you can move it around pretty easily. That's the goal. That's always the goal. So, and actually, what's funny is I thought about this. I was thinking all the clovers were going to be on a plate. They might not, because I got the stem that's actually pretty wide, and I think each clover is about the size of a base plate. This isn't going to be, so some will be completely on, the others will be close. maybe like one little part of a thing on another base plate, which might still be better because I got those 1x16 plate bricks going through the middle there. Because I'm trying to figure out how to light up the keep. The only difference is this year with Moat on all 4 sides, getting the wiring to the castle walls could be entertaining. I was almost thinking of tiering it, making the castle two heights, you know, maybe lower at the town and maybe going up a little higher and having like a waterfall where I could hide wiring that goes into the inside part of the castle in that. Which I would have to set up on both sides because I just don't know if I'm going to, which edge would be to where I can run wires at, you know, that's the kicker.
Yeah, anytime you can build something really neat and also at the same time hide like something like wiring, I think is a win.
Well, I think that's why everybody asks, you know, because I joked with Michael Frederick, since he's on Facebook and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know, I need to raise my raise the walls. And he's like, well, gosh, aren't they already tall enough? I go, oh, sorry, raise the base the walls sit on so that they're taller. And he's like, oh, okay, because basically I want to raise the base, and then you've got that recessedness that hides the wiring. But if I wanted to go like the castle walls on the, you know, higher, I'd still want it recessed to hide the wiring. So it'd be, you know, instead of having a plate like I got now, like I just have a plate and a tile, it'd be like maybe brick and some tiles. And that way it would just still be recessed because that's where it hides the wiring for the, you know, the LEDs and such. So I mean, that's kind of the thing, is trying to, you know, hide stuff. And that's, I mean, I originally had some of the early pictures had the grill plates, the 8x8 grill plates, and the castle sat on those. Problem is to hide the wiring in that you'd have to lift all the grill plates up. And I was like, man, this is a lot of work. And that's like trial and error. I mean, building big mocks like this, that's your trial and error period, just going, man, how do I do this so I don't have to lift all this stuff up all the time? And that was what I came up with. And not only that, the way it's built, the modules just sit in there nicely. They sit in there, and that's why I started building a lot of modules with molds too, so that you knew all the corners were square. So but yeah, so it's gonna be fun moving stuff. You know, obviously like the close pig pit there is going to be fun to build again, you know, because that's going to have to get transitioned, and that actually is going to be on. That's actually going to be on 2 plates this time. That transitions between 2 now, because a lot of stuff was on 1 plate that's now going to be on 2 plates. But the Moat will save me. The Moat being on 1 will actually save me a lot of blue plates that way. Because under the castle, I don't need to have, under the walls, I don't need to have anything spectacular there. So, but just try to look and see here. Let's see.
So it's growing in size, right?
The Moat's just becoming 4-sided. So basically, here I'll kind of show. So from here, the old walls would have gone along this line, and the Moat would have just been straight around. Or just from here and then back. Now the Moat's going to actually go around, and the Moat's going to go back where these walls are at here.
Okay.
These walls will shift over. And that's why if you look here, there's markings here. So these markings here are basically this whole plate here. It's basically just a matter of marking me so I know that I have this distance to go, and then this will shift here.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a transition to get the Moat, you know, more viable. So now the Moat back here is on 2 plates. I could have made it longer this way, and that's what I was debating too. Is how much do I move this way to do that? And I guess, but I like some of the staging area here. I lost all my staging area on the sides for the most part, but I'll have staging area here, which, if somebody wants to invade, I guess that works, you know. So, but
so the castle itself's not growing, but all the landscaping around it is.
Well, the only part of the castle that's growing is the keep. The keep has some more levels that has since been added to it.
Okay. I got you.
But that's pretty much it. So, and then I need to figure out. I think for the most part, these might be moving closer too. I think. Actually, they're moving 2, 4, 7. I think I'm just going to have to just go straight across and then just put these little dividers in here for the walls. So 2, 4, 6. Actually, it's actually wider. So some stuff changed a little bit. Yeah, because actually what happened too was actually that still could change if the castle goes higher. I didn't like the fact that I had all my walls were 5. So I had all these 1x4s I had to have on the edge here. So
yeah,
and so it's going to be narrower. So I don't have to have as many plates on the top. Now, granted, if I were to go too high, so if I decide to do a double slope. Oh, Liz Ann's here. Hello. And then Hoosier came late. I don't know Hoosier. He's not in here yet. So if I go too high, then I might have to actually maybe move back out a little bit or something. We'll see. But the Moat, the Moat has room to play. I can do whatever I want. The Moat can get smaller, can get bigger, whatever. So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. M Lego's going to join when he's done eating dinner. That's fine. That works for me.
And so yeah, as I told Reed earlier, I'm working right now. I'm designing a thing, and unfortunately, it's not a thing I can share. So not until I've given it to the client. So unfortunately, you just get to stare at my face. It's not terribly exciting. Sorry.
Actually, unfortunately, I'm on the big screen still, so they're not even really. They're staring.
No, that's okay. That's even better then. That way, it's not awkward. But also means that I'm not typically looking at the Hangouts either, unless, like Reed, when you see this, then I minimize and look at what you're showing me. But I'm not even looking at what's going on.
Oh, you know what? I need to make sure I do this right here. So this would be. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, there we go. I just gotta make sure I do this right. Otherwise, I'm gonna be upset with myself later. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I'll be crying. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
A grown man crying. Yes, that's what you appreciate. The other problem too with this new setup is I don't have the mills plates aren't going to line up like they normally do either with this setup. So I mean, right now I have mills configurations pretty much on mostly everything. Problem now is the Moat being all on one plate now actually doesn't lock together as well. So that's going to be a downfall. That's going to be interesting to see how the first couple shows is. I might have to dig out all my 2x2 round blue plates and just put those, between them or something, or get some blue plates, small ones that won't be too messy on my stuff. So
as soon as you solve one problem, another problem arises.
Well, I mean, but like you said, some stuff, if it works for the better, it's not a bad thing.
It's part of the process.
Yeah, I mean, if people have seen this castle, it evolves all the time, and so there's always changes, and who knows? Maybe they'll re-release the 1x16 white bricks on the pick-a-brick wall. We can dream, because I don't want to waste them on the inside edges, because I need that. But I mean, I have a lot of them, but they need to be on the outside edges for what I'm working on. So. But I will have some mills. There'll be some mills hooking some stuff together, but not everything. So.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I mean, and it's So, and that's the thing I'll have to check and see when I get this set up here. Make sure it's all correctly. And I'll use the arches there. A little light will seep out, I guess, maybe, but oh yeah, there goes M Lego. He's trying to get himself in trouble. I might have to get the botster over here and just have him shut down people who give options that don't meet the criteria.
It's so crazy that Nightbot obviously has obviously it's a program, it's an app, it's something that you pay for to help moderate your chats on your YouTube accounts, but it has its own YouTube account. So like when you go to Nightbot on YouTube, it has a channel and it has subscribers. I think it has a lot of subscribers when I looked.
Really?
But it has no content. It's just, let me see. Nightbot on YouTube. Who is Nightbot? Look at all these videos about Nightbot. Here's Nightbot's channel. Nightbot's channel has 1.4 million subscribers. This channel has 0 content, no videos, no playlists, no community, no channels. All it has is an about saying, this is a chatbot for your YouTube live chats. Head here for more information, and it has 1.4 million subscribers.
Wow.
That's how you do it.
Sounds like we need to have a new maybe have a day bot, and that way we can have some challenges.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. It has way too many subs in Lego. Way too many.
So yeah. So this is just this is the project. So just and see, the nice thing is too, is I go to 4 instead of 5. I have to deal with any extra plates or anything. Actually, you know what? I messed that up, I think. I did, yes. I'm going to redo that. Make sure everything locks together really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scrub down some plates, I think. Yeah. So I just look forward to going to the store tomorrow. I haven't been to a Lego store in a couple of months, so I'm excited. Even though they probably won't have anything I want, but you never know. Oh, Pasta's in the chat, lurking.
Reed, you've been to one Lego store, you've been to them all.
True. I just keep hoping they'll have some of the stuff I want, But yeah, well, and then we're getting down to the nitty gritty for lug bulk. So yeah, I have my 3 picks. So
yeah, it's been very interesting for me, obviously, for the first time in my life, actually participating in this so-called lug bulk program.
Yes,
it has been very educational on many levels. But I have put in or locked in my order, I should say. We've already finished our picks as ConLug.
Have you already done your order too, or?
Yep. I mean, I put it in, but the club still has until March 1st.
Yeah, we haven't. We're still. Our last pick is due tomorrow night. So but yeah, I've got my stuff. My stuff's already in there. So
I was actually pretty lucky. So the what was communicated was that everybody in the club got guaranteed 3 picks, which I think is pretty generous.
Yeah.
And then depending on how things worked out, by the time it was ready to finalize, you could potentially get a 4th, maybe even a 5th. So you had to put in a 4th and a 5th like backup.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up getting 4. I got 4 out of my 5 on there. And of course, all of them were 1x1 plates. So I got 1x1 plates in dark brown, medium nougat, dark nougat, and then the 4th one I want to say is teal. My 5th one that was knocked off was the new vibrant coral 1x1 plate.
So Liz, that's nice. Liz Ann is asking how I don't step on the castle in Night in the Dark, or actually, as we call it, World of Lights. I will show you. So let's see if I can find.
You also allow other people to step on it for you.
Yes. Mr. Kevin Hinkle in this thing has stepped on it. So, you know.
It was an accident.
He was excited being the DJ. He was too excited.
I was excited. It was a fun night. World of Lights is fun.
There's all my Brickworld stuff. See if this one's got anything. Here we go. Well, we'll screen share and we will show you. This is an earlier image. This isn't the current one. So, as we like to call it at Brickworld, the party starts at Hope Castle. So, this is actually, we'll do this so we don't get that weird thing. So, basically, Hope Castle is very lit up. This is actually probably the last year I actually had life lights in it here. As you can see, there's kind of spots where the lights were at. It actually glows a little bit better now. Actually, let's move this over here. So it's not shared. I don't know if I have any pictures. Actually, there it is. Let's see here. We will. Oh yeah. See, here we go. Oh, this is a good picture. See, this is the product I now deliver. You know, these nice cheese curds. This is that's what I brought back from Wisconsin one time. Yeah, so.
Oh, that's not what's in that box, is there? I still need to open your. That's not what's in the package, is it? It's not like a perishable thing.
No.
Okay, I haven't opened it yet.
Not that perishable, anyways. No. So this is kind of what the Hope Castle is kind of almost modeled after. Bottom, I think it's a Bodium Castle, so it's kind of modeled after that a little bit. So.
I can see it.
Huh?
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the kind of in the gatehouse. The gatehouse kind of you can kind of see that look to it. So, but here, this is another life lights here. This one here, that was another life lights castle, and actually, you know, we can actually probably even play. Actually, no, I probably won't play video. Let's see here. Let's see if it plays this one here. We'll share this real quick. And this picture on here was the original castle. That was the original castle I started building, and then it didn't work out. Look at this one. So that is Hope Castle in the dark. And as you can see, it is pretty much the brightest thing anywhere in the exhibition hall. So.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's like you really stepped up your game after, I don't remember. I mean, you know, I remember the World of Lights used to be kind of this, like, there was the KLUG people, right? I think maybe, where they had like the stereo system and like the DJ, like their mocks had all the, like, it was like a light show and they had the laser thing going on. And I was like, man, that's so awesome. More people should do that. And then like you brought like the hammer and you did awesome. And then like everyone else stopped. And it was like, that's weird.
Everybody what?
Like, I feel like a lot of people stopped, like, really, like, going all out, bringing their, like, lights and sounds and music and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, some people still do, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think they still do it. I think it kind of, well, the bridge really kind of knocked it out of the park this last year. And so that's kind of that's what I'm kind of working at. And so it's going to take some work to do that. So just looking to see if I had.
Yeah, the bridge is pretty amazing.
That was pretty good. I mean, that was kind of what I was, you know, I really enjoyed that. I mean, and that's kind of what I think I'm shooting for this year. So we'll actually see. Just looking to see if I had any other good pictures. And actually, probably the best thing what I need to do. This one might be pretty good. See if it changes the one that's in the one that's in here. If it opens the whole one. This would be the new castle in the dark. And actually, I've covered my cats. I don't know if you're saying. So for First of all, this is the new castle. So this actually, these are the new rolls of lights I have now, and you can kind of see how it's lit up. And this actually, this might be, I think this is brick roll too, because it's on the floor. So this must be brick roll too. So
a new challenger has arrived.
new challenger has arrived. What?
Hello, Ken.
Huh?
Hey, Kevin. How you doing?
I'll say hello, Ken.
Hey, Kevin. Hi, Reed.
Hello. Oh, Ken's here.
Yep. Hey, Kevin, I'm up to episode, I don't know, 17, I think, on the forever sorting.
Nice. Hopefully you're still just as entertained.
Yeah. I've been asking questions, but of course they're like 3 months out of date. So.
Yeah. That's
Julian's gonna have to back surf to find, and I'll have to like wait, a month until I finally catch up to get my questions answered.
Yeah. So what I tend to do, I mean, obviously, we both kind of go at it differently, but when I go look through the comments, I'll usually check in on the current episode for like every other day for like a week.
Okay.
And then as time goes by, I check it less frequently, but then I'll stumble across a good one, and then I'll do like a review, and I'll go to all the videos and just check all the comment sections. But that's usually several weeks in between.
Yeah, I'll have to send you some direct messages because there's a couple of that I'm like really curious about that I don't think you're going to be answered. So I'll have to send you like a direct message.
Yeah. No, I mean, and even if you want, we want to do another Q&A episode. We just haven't gotten a lot of questions, so it's like you can't really stretch out hour-long Q&A with no cues.
Right. Yeah.
So Nick actually, Nick is in the chat. He asked the question. He says, "We already talked about the part of Hope Castle, the World of White Flag."
We did, Nick. I'm sorry that I was overtaken by the rhythm.
But Nick, he only took out bad guys, so it wasn't that bad. So I mean, had he taken out ice bears, well, he probably would have had to have an intervention. But
we'd have some problems. We got some problems.
But yeah, I mean,
Kevin has problems. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, that's how he doesn't get stepped on. It's very bright.
A new challenger has arrived. Enter
Hey, Hoosier
Bricks.
How's it going, everybody?
Pretty good.
Good.
I wish that every time somebody entered a live stream, it was like Super Smash Brothers, where there'd be a giant, huge, like orchestral hit, and then like your face appears, and it's like a new challenger enters the arena.
Guess I'm gonna have to work on that again.
Yeah, I'll add that to my list. That's the downside of being able to animate or draw things means usually when you have crazy ideas, you can make them, so you're the only reason you're not doing it. Like, dang it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Nick said he did catch your debacle on camera.
That one feels like Lego. This is definitely Lego.
I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere.
The Light Fest. Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Seen what?
Seen the video footage.
Yeah.
I don't know either, because it would have been in the dark, so he might have to jump in and televise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they all kind of do that. Yeah.
So
these are both Lego, but one's an older one.
now that you've got some other folks read that actually are doing stuff that's interesting,
What?
I'm going to hop off and see if I can finish this up.
Okay.
What?
I'm sorry. Well, because I'm just working. I'm not even doing anything interesting.
You're chatting though.
Sitting here, I'm not doing anything interesting.
For Hoosier, you are always interesting. Even your icon is more relevant to the discussion than my face.
Oh.
It's like you have a Lego minifig that people can look at. But hopefully, if I can get this done within the next 45 minutes or so, then I can go downstairs and hop back in for reals and actually do some Lego stuff.
That's
So you
fine.
got to do your homework before you can play with your friends.
Well, yeah. It's just I had the flu. I still have the flu. And so I lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and half of Thursday, which I should have been working on jobs. So I'm trying to catch up now. Lame.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
But I'll hopefully be back in a little bit.
We'll be here, hopefully.
All right, bye everybody. I want you to know that you all mean a great deal to me. All right.
Have a good one, Kevin.
Bye.
So you're not working on anything exciting, Hoosier, huh?
I'm trying to tell myself to. It's been one of them days.
One of them days, huh? Well, we do have those once in a while.
I need to get motivated to do something.
Get motivated. Get motivated. Do it. Do it.
I got the train show coming up in 1 week, so I gotta get my build a little bit more ready for it.
What's a train show?
I don't know. Bunch of nerds getting together, running trains around the track, you know.
You know, I might actually be able to salvage this whole thing. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. This won't be able to stay here. Yeah, I went to the train show this last weekend here in Madison.
Yeah.
It was okay. There was a guy from Kenosha that had a Lego setup. Pretty much most of it was all retail set. So it was okay. I mean, he had a neat setup. I mean, I'll definitely give him credit for that. So, I mean, he had a ton of stuff. He had a couple of the new wind turbines too. So he had a couple of those set up.
Where's everybody at tonight, man?
He'll probably filter in later. Everyone else.
Who?
Oh, he asked where everyone was at tonight.
I don't know.
He said they'll probably filter in later. They seem to kind of come and go on your stream.
Depends on what they got going on tonight, I guess.
I have my official sorter here helping me sort.
See where you're working on a Harry Potter castle type setup, it looks like?
Yeah, I'm doing a Harry Potter castle setup thing. And then I got Chris in the background. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Yeah, he's over there sorting. So, hey, Daddy Brickhead, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
How's it going? See, now you show up to play the incriminating video and he's not on to see it.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming. That's why I left.
Yeah, exactly.
He can tell the future.
Yeah, he stomped right on it and broke a piece off.
He was pretty excited though, you know.
Oh yeah, it was the Frozen song.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right. That would probably
Power turrets.
Well, I think I'm gonna be able to stop.
The size of the field pretty good. What do you think, Chris?
I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is.
That area where you get to work.
Good.
Yeah.
What are you working on tonight, Nick? Anything?
I broke the other two.
No, I just thought I'd pop on here and hang out for a bit.
Right next to them. Not worried about trying to make them bigger at the moment.
Yeah, I got a show up in Milwaukee tomorrow, so.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so go up there at 4 too and see.
Oh, smells good.
So how many shows do you do with WISLUG?
We had big sandwiches earlier, so.
Well, I mean, this year, the second show already, so, just depends. I mean, they've been doing a lot of small shows. Because I asked about the train show. They had a train show up in Madison last weekend, but they didn't go. So and so it's one of those things where I guess it just depends. So this is at a library. So they do lots of library shows. So I'll be doing that, and then So we did the Children's Museum already this year. We did one. I guess we're doing another one on May the 4th. Brick by Brick is also streaming. Yeah, I don't know who. So, but it just depends. I mean, actually in DENLUG we were doing a bunch of shows too. So I mean, we did a bunch of shows each year. So I mean, right now this would be the one that Ken's preparing for next week. Would be our first show of the year. First show. It's a big train show, so it's a 2-day show. And those are the shows I like. I like the bigger shows because they just, I can set up the castle, or as much of the castle as I can get set up. And so for me, those are the shows I kind of like. So I like the bigger shows from that standpoint, because then I've got more setup time. But I guess we'll see. So it is what it is. The way it runs sometimes is just making sure that you have shows and you're busy and whatnot.
No.
So
yeah, we had a pretty good showing last weekend at this comic convention we were at here in Rockford. We had almost 700 people come across our table. So.
Well, yeah, that's good, and that's you want the shows that you have a bunch of stuff going on and stuff like that. So, well, I can hear it in the background. So, yeah. So basically, right now, I'm just trying to fix my. All these plates here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how many shows we'll do. I mean, we do a bunch, and so I mean, there's a bunch of shows scheduled for the year already. So I'll have to see how many I can get to. I like to be active, and I have weekends off. So if I can get there, I'm gonna get there.
Thanks for inviting me, Reed.
So, you can see the size of, so that's Reed right there. And then he's doing, that's the size of his castle base. They stand in the middle.
Is he taking it somewhere, or just?
Oh, he takes it all over. He's rebuilding the base right now here, I think.
I gotta ask Doc a question in the chat here. What lady were you talking about? I just showed her twice, I thought.
6 by 6. And it's like that tall. And it's all in trans clear. He puts lights underneath it and it lights up. It's crazy. He's been working on it for 10 years or something.
So it's all clear?
It's all clear, pretty much.
Take it up to the ice castles up in Dillon.
Yeah, he was here in Colorado. He just moved to Minnesota, where his mom lives. Wisconsin, thank you. Do you hear my mumbling? I'm sorry.
No, she only came across twice.
Yeah. That's a really good
I did it as the opener of the video, and then where she was in a regular part of the
video. So, Reed, how long have you been working on the castle?
This is year number 7, I think.
7 years. And do you have one of the modules that you can just show me real quick? One of the clear sections. Oh, you can actually see it, Chris, right here along the top of his screen.
Here you go. This is one of the corner.
There we go. Sections. So you can see, like right there, it's all clear with like some black. Is that black trans or just black?
Black trans. Here, I'll actually grab a wall section down there. The wall section is probably the best.
Hey, Heather.
So, wall section here. And then the new levels, obviously, this year have
and it's like the whole thing, all the way around the whole outline there is all that. So like the thing's huge. And how many ice bears do you have that attack that thing?
I think I have about 600, I think.
So 600 ice bears, which are just
so my count's off somewhere.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Apparently you can hear my mumbling too.
I can hear the mumble. Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty good microphone pickup. Thank you, Reed.
Nick kept showing the same Boss lady?
No, that's fake news.
Fake news?
That's fake news.
Really?
I believe she only popped up twice, maybe in that video. It was a small convention center, so she might have been in the background more. I don't know.
Maybe she knew you were shooting a video and just wanted to be,
Yeah.
Media sensation or internet
Exactly.
sensation.
Yeah.
So basically, as you can see, that is getting closer and closer. The far sections are getting closer and closer to being complete. So basically, where that last gap is, that's what I need to work on right now, and then I'll have 2 more plates to work on, get the walls across the back section done. Fun. Moat transition. Moat reconstruction. You got to send all the crocodiles to, a hatchery or something while I'm doing this, Actually, I will have parts for the castle for 2020 based on the lug boat this year. I'm ordering blue fish, or I guess ice fish, as we should call it, I guess. And then the newer purple shields from Nexonite. I'll have those too. Trans purples are pretty cool. Lost Nick. M Lego, what are you working on? Anything exciting? Anything exciting and new?
What?
What are you working on? Anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how easy it is to make a stop motion, so I'm working on one of the sets.
Actually, a good one to go look at is Kevin left, but he has one. He did one years ago called Aces Wild, The Legend of William Tell. That's a good one.
Oh.
Who let this guy in the room?
Oh, I don't know who that guy is. There's something saying I think he's part of a crazy cult called the Pink Bucket Nation.
I mean, you call it what you want. It's obviously a country.
But that Kool-Aid is so good.
What's so good? The Kool-Aid?
Holy crap! When did Bricksmith sneak in here?
Oh, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. He's not here right now. Leave a message.
Yeah. Snuck in. I think he was wearing a mask. So he didn't see him before.
Yes, Chief Turkey Leg goes in the Matrix.
Well, I was viewing tonight.
How many were there then? 5.
There's Bricksmith tonight.
I'm okay. How's everybody else?
Good. Hey, Bricksmith, I was telling Kevin, you just missed him. I was telling him that I've been watching your Forever Sorting.
Yeah.
And I've been leaving comments on there, but they're like 3 months old videos, so you're gonna have to go back and read my old comments.
Okay, I caught up the other day.
I'm on 17, so I'm getting close.
There you go.
Well, I listened to 22 the other day in the snow because I had a nice 30-mile-an-hour drive, so I was able to listen to the whole thing. It was good.
5:45. That's it. And I was like, I'm gonna clock out at 6. So
who's talking?
That's my neighbors. Sorry, I'm having a little shindig over here.
Oh, okay. No, I was just curious. I was like, wow, we got lots of conversation going on.
Hey Ken, can you send me a picture of what you're working on there?
Yeah, sure thing. It's a so we're doing the Colorado, what is it? Rocky Mountain Train Show. I think that's what it is, the Rocky Mountain Train Show. This coming weekend, and so I'm building I took all my Harry Potter sets and I put it inside a 4x4 base plate section. And right now I'm trying to build I bought 2 of the Quidditch fields, so 2 of the Quidditch sets. So I'm trying to build like a little Quidditch field for them. But it's just kind of a way to show all the Harry Potter sets all at once, with the exception of the giant castle that I don't own yet.
Yeah, you'll get it.
But yeah, I'll take a picture of it for sure and send it to you because I know that Brittany will want to see it.
Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, I know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it earlier in the year for another show, and it worked out pretty well. So I wanted to make it better.
Nice.
So
I see that Lego Harry Potter actually won 3 awards this year at the New York Toy Fair.
Oh yeah.
For Toy of the Year. What was it? Collectible Toy of the Year was the minifigure series.
Nice.
The main Great Hall won best like build of the year, and I believe it was the giant micro build Hogwarts Castle won like best exclusive of the year or something like that.
Nice.
What are you even saying?
What? Am I breaking up?
No, I heard every word you said.
I was going to say, are we doing this
Harry
again?
Potter Lego is awesome.
Nick, I need to speak with you in reference to certain things. So later on at some point and over the weekend.
Okay.
All right.
That classified conversation going on the stream?
Yeah.
Business.
Is this working?
What?
Yes, I heard it. I heard every word you said. I don't know what it was, but I heard every word.
Whose hand is in your Lego right now, Ken? Whose hand is that? Who is that, Ken?
You missed the introduction earlier. That's my neighbor Chris. I usually pay him in beer to come sort my Lego for me. But tonight is an exception because he brought me a nice bottle of sour to share.
There you go.
While he helps me sort my Lego.
And I am drinking.
Yeah, and he also.
You got your hand on a Heine?
Yeah, I keep my hands on Heine.
Yeah, he brings me Lego from time to time in exchange for watching his dogs or Christmas presents or whatever else. So Julian, I think I told you about him. He's my my yard sale curator. So that's him. That's the mythical yard sale guy.
Hey.
He says hey.
What is Hoosier doing? Is he just sitting there doing mill plates?
I am playing Guess What's in the Tote.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Fortnite for a second.
Just made a boo-boo. Boo-boo.
Hey, Reed, can I share a link in the chat?
Yeah, go for it. What's it about?
That's a thing I'm doing. Thanks.
It's the thing about the thing about the thing.
Just like that. Sure, go ahead.
Do what? I didn't hear what he said.
Well, it's not contagious. Ay, caramba!
So how's that thing done today, Julian?
Actually, pretty friggin' awesome. There it is.
Somebody can help watch the chat while I work afar. That's cool.
Hoosier said he'd do it.
Can't do it.
Is this what we got to talk about?
No, of course.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. What is it?
Look at that. That looks sharp on the black.
Yeah, it does.
I will have me a black hoodie.
Nice.
I didn't know they started carrying ball caps.
Oh, I don't know what they got. I just know that yeah, things are good.
I need to go and update my store. I didn't know they had ball caps.
Wow, I need to do that with some Hope Castle stuff. Wow, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, we can. I'll definitely divulge information to anybody who's interested in putting forth some effort and branding yourself.
You know a guy?
Well, I mean, there is that. I know a gal. So, Reed, can I just not even talk about the actual shop, but talk about how to do stuff with Nick right now, or do you want me to just wait?
How to do what? Just do this with Nick or what? Whatever.
No. I got some questions about the website since he's been making for a while. I was wondering if I could
Go for it. Go for it. I mean, this is a Lego chat. I mean, and that Pink Bucket Nation is a Lego thing. So
it is. Reed, God bless you, sir. I mean, what would we do without him? So, Nick, here's the issue.
Sure.
Okay, so I wanted to write stuff on the shirt. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm making Brittany do all my heavy lifting. I'm not doing anything but looking sexy over here. So
keep telling yourself that.
Hey, man, somebody's got to do it. So she got all of the stuff that Hinkle got to us on the shirts.
Okay.
And the stuff. Is there a way to make a text shirt without having to make it somewhere else first?
No, unfortunately not on the website itself. You can add text to a current design.
Correct, but not in Sell It.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So everything she's got to do is got to have a transparent background and be created somewhere else and then uploaded to that.
Yep.
So there's my biggest complaint about this shirt making service. And if I had known that, I might have found somewhere else to go. But we're here now, and we're gonna dance with the one we brought.
Well, you don't have to stick with that one. You can go with any service you want, as many services as you want.
Bro, this one's making me money.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we went with this one.
Yeah, I don't know how many items you've sold today on yours. How many?
None today.
Okay, I've sold 4.
I sold 34 last month. So.
Of what? Brickhead Family stuff or just?
Yeah.
It's not just Brickhead Family stuff. I do some Lego ripoff stuff, but
also there's going to be a place in the community for things that, with permission of certain people, and other things that are just generalization. Like I am all intention of doing a Hoosier's #1 fan T-shirt. I also don't steal my ideas. I'm also going to do a Building Live with Snore Vibe T-shirt. Woohoo! So those will be in the store as soon as we. So Nick. So where do you make your designs where you can do the trans back?
I do most of them on an app on my phone.
What app is it?
The app is. Hold on. Let me.
Are you paying for it?
No, I'm not. It's free. I use.
Send me the link to that app, please.
Okay, sure thing.
Actually for that app, put it in an email and send it to some of us too.
That would be a great idea. Also, Nick, while you're doing that, go ahead and hit everybody. Nick, send me an email and I'll send it out to everybody. I'll just send out a mass email to everybody.
Okay.
Somniac talking about this Hooter person.
I mean, that's gonna I was thinking about putting a Hooter store, a train store in my city, so that may happen.
A Hooter store or a Hoosier store?
I got you, Blaze.
And a really good. Let's say you're just wanting to do this on your computer. A good free program is called GIMP. GIMP.
Yeah.
And you can do that's where I do most of my lettering stuff.
Okay.
For to have the trans back or the PNG back, as they put it.
The PNGs. I don't even know. I just know that it needs to. Yeah. I know Kevin set me up with a bunch of stuff without the back to it. Also, Kevin, if you're watching, go ahead and give me a thumbnail T-shirt that doesn't have the episode for Forever Sorting, just a spot up there that says Forever Sorting or something in that black space where we put the go ahead and hit that up, send it to me. You make the color of the bricks whatever you want. That way folks can get thumbnail T-shirts too. That's going to happen. I'm going to send out some thumbnail T-shirts. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You guys are going to do whatever you want or nothing at all. I'm good with it either way.
Nice. And you do know that if you put a little bit higher price on your designs, that you get a little bit more back.
Nope. I'll take. I don't know what you get back. I'll take what I'm getting and I'll run with it because I didn't have it before, and I promise I'm going to buy Lego with it.
All right. Well, the thing is with my shop, I do a lot of most of my sales come through their shop. So basically, I only get the price of my design. So like the designs that I know that I've sold a lot of, I've upped the price to where I get $5 out of it.
Okay. I got you. Okay. I'm sending you a text.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to talk about money.
Why not? It's green and it makes everybody evil.
There it
Comes
is.
the money.
Sorry, that's the wrong.
Oh, yeah.
This is the correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They look at Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I put on it. So
I mean, and Reed, I will definitely if you can get me some designs from Kevin, I'll be if you don't want to open your own store, I'll put your stuff in my store.
All right, I got some stuff coming to you, Julian.
All right, have you bought your sweatshirt yet?
No.
Okay. Talk to me when you buy your sweatshirt. I'm kidding. You got some ideas or stuff to send to me? Yeah. Or actual things?
Actual things.
Okay.
No, I mean things for your store.
Just ideas or actual like pictures for it?
Actual pictures for it.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it. Send away.
That way, when I buy a hoodie, I can buy like 4.
There you go. No, I'm good with that. I didn't mean to derail it. I'm sorry. Nobody else is talking. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm just kind of looking to get these apps over to.
No, well,
you got Nick thinking.
Yeah,
yeah, I know I do.
You got me working.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I knew you was talking about shirts, right?
It's so derailed here somehow.
What do you mean I'm talking about shirts?
I knew you was talking about getting shirts a while back. I thought you was going to do like I did. Just go somewhere, have them made, sent to you.
I am going to do that.
Now, granted,
I will probably have a shirt different than anything you can buy in my store.
The shirt that I had made for me and Erica, it was a test run.
Yep.
Hers was like $7, and I think mine was 9 or 11 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a hoodie. It's $40 for a hoodie.
Yeah, those are expensive.
And where I'm at, this thing is $45.
Yeah, it seems to be across the board. You're going to pay a lot more for a hoodie anyway.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to pay 40 or 45,
yeah,
and somebody's going to make money, I'd rather be you.
Yeah, send me your icon. If you want.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. But the only problem is that there's possibility of concern that there would be an issue with folks with me selling their designs and them wanting a cut or a kickback. You know what I'm saying?
We don't
huh?
Only kickback I want is you leave it up there for other people to buy it if they want it.
I hear what you're saying. And Hoosier, you and me are as close to best friends as can be from living so far apart. Everybody else ain't as sweet as you, Hoosier.
No, we aren't.
Some. I repeat, some. Other people will be like, why is Bricksmith making money off of other people? So, and I get one of those comments, I'm taking everything that's not mine down. Reed, what are you doing?
Noticing one of my ceiling, one of my walls is caving in.
I honestly did not really realize that the floor plan of that was that big. I knew
I'm shifting everything this way, so I have a full moat on 4 sides.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing something isn't right. I don't know what it is.
Somniac, I almost forgot about that. Thank you, sir. That will happen. Blaze, shut up. Yeah, the Babel shirt will show up as well, and I don't imagine, but about 1 or 2 people will buy that ever. Does anybody want the story about the Babel?
What's the Babel?
So I'm sitting there in a live stream, and I get hungry, so I get an apple and I cut it up and I start eating it, and I have a big old piece of apple in my mouth, and then somebody says, "Hey, what are you eating?" And I said, "Babel." And ever since then, it's been a thing. What?
Oh, I can't get motivated.
Hey, what? Motivated? Don't be motivated. Take a break. When it becomes not fun, don't do it. Because if it's not fun, huh?
It's fun. There's just so many different things I can do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So beating a dead horse over here and talking about my merch one time. The 10th sale gets a free poly bag of my choosing.
You've had 4.
So whoever is the 10th sale?
Yeah, whoever the 10th sale is will get a free poly bag. Oh, hey, welcome. I'm Bricksmith. Good to see you.
Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm on my phone tonight because I'm actually busy building for Bricks Cascade. So you can see this is my part of my building. This is actually the prototype right here. You can see it. Let's see.
Hey, Mariann, that looks awesome.
Hold on,
So I'm working on that right now.
Where is it? You're on the big screen now.
Am I? Okay. So this is the prototype right in front of me. This is, well, the one I'm right here in my hand is actually the part of the building, but the one right here, this is the prototype right here, which is why my desk is completely messed because I'm busy putting all the parts on.
Is that the one you built before, or?
Yeah, it's the one I built before, but I'm actually just building the front facade because obviously the full building is a lot bigger, takes a lot of space, so.
Cool.
Just need to find a place.
I was not murdering Lego.
So, Julian, I take it by the way that you said you didn't think my footprint was that big, was I must be sitting on it, and you can tell how big it truly is. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I saw it last week, and I was like, well, that's good size. Now I'm looking at it and like, that's the size of a room. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just the castle. That there's another size, exactly that same size with the town and like the fighting space or whatever. Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome, man.
But trying to move it all is kind of entertaining because I have to free do some of the stuff on the other side where the moat is, but I'm realizing something's not quite right, but I don't have all my wall modules, so I'm hoping whatever I'm doing is correct. So
Hey, Julian, I went live. I went live again last night after.
I don't understand either.
I was bored.
You were bored? So was there another building live without Brick Vibe last night?
Yeah. I don't have a steady hand for this, Nick. Yeah, I don't know.
I stopped in for a little bit.
I had to cut some base plates last night.
Ooh, base plates.
I named the live stream Midnight Slice and Dice. And as you can see in the chat, Somniac is still a little bothered.
Yeah, I had cut some one time for the window at the Lego store, so I've done it too.
Oh, I've cut base plates many times.
It's just a base plate.
Yep.
It's all about the base.
You guys are just base plates. No, I'm kidding.
We like to kill base plates just for fun.
Blaze is still a little tore up about it too.
Oh,
I had them all shook up. Bubba was getting sick to his stomach.
The base plate, guys, it'll recover. It won't grow its limbs back, but it'll live. It'll be okay.
Hello.
1997 calling. AT&T service.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. How can I help you?
There you go. My father used to answer the phone. Smith's Mortuary. You stab him, we'll slap him.
My dad.
See, look at that. I started it, and now it keeps going.
And going and going. Yeah. Are you at the Lego house there, Hoosh?
Yes, sir.
Well, why'd your camera off then?
Oh, because I was all the way on the other side of the room.
Nah, I don't care. I like staring at your Lego. Yeah, Nick, what's your problem too? Your camera's off.
Yeah, my camera's acting funny tonight. It keeps like going in and out. So
that's not your camera. That's you. I don't know why y'all keep me around. Hey, there's a Hoosier texting his friend.
My camera can't take in all the sexy.
No, is that what it is? That's for the lack thereof.
Quick break on the lens.
Either that or the camera broke because of his face.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep. It must have been all that grease I greased myself up with the other day for a video.
I haven't watched it. I can't wait to see that video. I just hadn't watched it.
It's different.
I imagine.
That one.
Your eraser tool is dumb.
It takes a little bit. You get used to it.
Load a picture.
We'll talk about cutting base plates. I'm actually cutting Lego right now to fix my columns that I'm building right now, because if I don't, then I will have a space in the clips that'll bug me. So I think I figured out a name for my technique that I invented of the clips. Because when you look at the building right here, there's the columns right here. And I think I've decided it's going to be called clip columns, because that makes a lot of sense.
There you go. Do an acronym that way. Let's see.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't need an acronym, because it's like the simple. It's clip columns.
Does everything in the Lego community need an acronym? I'm saying.
That's only because guys started all this crap.
There it is. There's the problem. It's men, folks. Yeah.
It's always our fault. Hey, darn it.
You know it's our fault. It's fine.
Can't win or lose.
Hey, you know, it's our fault. We're trying to make it simpler. That's fine. It's fine.
No. You make it more complicated. That's the problem right there.
Julian, that picture I put in the group text earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Let me look.
Pictures. What are pictures?
Dude, I got so much Secret Squirrel going on right now. It's not even funny.
Secret Squirrel.
You know.
Chess, did you hear that?
He knows. I got a thing with him too. Yes, I am seeing this picture.
Here, I'll show everybody.
There it is. Well, that was dumb. Why didn't you just show me?
What is that?
The corner garage.
It's a little blurry, bro. It was a little blurry.
Yeah, I got to get a different camera. This one sucks. It won't focus for nothing. But this one's got 3 bays. I think I'm going to go 4 bays and pump on both sides.
Where are you going to put it?
You put it in my city.
Oh, where? Are you going to take my building out so you can have room?
I don't have.
You are, aren't you?
That stunned silence.
Oh,
Your building is going next to the original building.
I like that.
But I don't have room on my tables now to display all the buildings that I got.
I know. You got to need a bigger boat.
Well, no, it's just some of it will stay in storage and it'll only come out
Yeah.
when I go to a show.
Yeah.
Where's Hailey? Is she busy? Day night with Sean?
No, they left for vacation today.
I'm an idiot. They sure did.
Vacation? What's vacation?
My vacation is going to Lego conventions.
Mine too.
Although, ironically, it's also my job, so I'm not sure what I should call that.
I don't know. That's interesting. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Tanya.
Hello, Jim. How are you?
I'm all right.
I could eat.
McDonald's, yeah.
There we go.
You know,
There
just
will
so-
be an I could eat shirt in there too, by the way.
I have not tried the what is it, cheese fries they got now? Cheese and bacon fries?
Yeah, I keep wanting to try those.
Didn't know that was a thing at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even.
That work? Yeah. Maybe.
This piece right here.
For your
Now I can make
for the win.
And I
For the
heard they're
win.
rolling back out the Shamrock Shakes. I'm like, I gotta go
those
get a
are out.
Shamrock Shake and cheese covered McDonald's fries.
Those are out. The
So
Shamrock Shakes
basically,
are
you're
on the
clogging
market.
arteries.
You know what? Gotta die from something.
Yep.
We all talk about how far we got to drive to get to this convention, and how
Right.
far we got to drive to get to that convention.
Yeah.
Where Hailey and them was going
Mm-hmm.
was 14-hour drive.
Dude, that's what I do all the time.
What I used to do for Brick World.
What I do for Philly.
I mean, because I went to Pasadena, that's a 12-hour drive or something, which actually turns into like a 15-hour drive. And then like I'm going to Portland, for Bricks Cascade next week. That's also a 12-hour drive, but again, more like a 15-hour drive or something like that. So yeah, it's a ways. I do it all the time. The longest one I did was I drove from here, Salt Lake, to San Diego, then all the way up to Vancouver, Canada, and then back to Salt Lake. That was about 3,000 miles or something.
Oh
It was a
yeah.
lot.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for me, to go to Philly, it's 10 hours.
Yep.
I'm like, man, that sucks. A 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
I usually take someone with me, though. I don't go by myself if I can help it.
Hailey's going to drive 10 of the 14 hours, and she won't even be out of her state.
Yeah, that's the way it is in California. It's like ridiculously long to go from the bottom of California up to the top of California. Because to drive from California or San Diego up to Portland, I believe, is like 17 hours. And most of it was in California.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. Hoosier, Texas and California, they're like Alaska. They're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have driven all the way to Galveston from California as well, and that I can't remember how far that is or like how many hours or whatever, because it was like 3 or 4 days that I drove it. But yeah, that's like 2/3 of the country.
Yeah.
I think employees in Insomniac hate me.
What? Yeah, yeah.
I think Blaze Insomniac hate me.
You better watch out for the BWO now. They get you every time.
Why do they hate you? What'd you do? What'd you do to them?
I cut those base plates.
Just a base plate.
Actually, it was a little more than a base plate. It was a road plate.
Oh, that's a little bit harder to accept. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that you might be chastised for that one.
And a straight road plate at that.
Oh, which one?
Straight.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're in the doghouse.
You're gonna burn it, buddy.
You might not be coming out of the doghouse.
No.
With a bigger build space.
Oh.
If I'll switch this one over first.
Look at that.
You guys want to see all my pretty tans and or dark tans and browns and reds right here? They're all tiles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Dude, Jid's here in the chat.
What's
Hey.
up, dude?
There you go.
If you build a straight road plate, we might have words, but that's, you know. Hey.
I wonder if Dude Jude has figured out that set number that he won a few weeks ago.
I don't know. But I gotta go pretty soon, like real quick, like super fast. But hey guys, remember tomorrow night at 9 o'clock is over on Hoosier's channel. It's the Saturday Night Lego, but expect a potential pre-show over on my channel.
Pre-show.
What? All right. Thanks for having me, Reed. You're the best.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Y'all take care.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Hi. You know, it sounds like that commercial with the minions. Hi. Bye.
Well, I had a little bit of a bummer thing happen to me, but it actually ended up being a good thing at the same time. So yesterday, my phone decided to drop and break. Like, not just sort of crack, like the whole screen cracked to the point I can't use it anymore very well without cutting pieces of. It had like slivers of glass, so I was actually cutting my finger a little bit trying to use it. So I had to go get a new phone, and I used T-Mobile. So I went over to some T-Mobile, and I was like, you know, okay, what can I do? Is there, you know, what plans or whatever? Because my phone was completely paid off. So I was like, okay, I need something new. And so I ended up with the Galaxy Note 9 because I like the Note series. But the cool thing is that I was thinking I was just going to get the regular base model, but because the S10 or whatever is coming out next week, the higher grade model with like ridiculous amounts of memory was on sale, so or the same price as the base model. So I was like, well, sign me up. Well, I'm happy now because I've got and it ended up working out. I'm actually going to be paying the same price for my phone because we looked at my bill and kind of played with a little bit of numbers, and so I'm actually paying the same bill price, and I've got a new phone, so I'm happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Prices are going down on the 9s. Means I gotta go and look. Excuse me.
Yeah, because I was able to get the 500 gig one, which is insane. For the same price as the 120 gig one.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
So apparently, it's the best time to buy a phone is right before another phone comes out if you don't care about the older model. which I'm totally fine with.
I'm still on a Note 5, so.
Well, that's the thing. I was on a 4 and I was happy with it. I loved my Note 4, but I was running out of space. So, because I even had the expanded memory, and I was like, I had like a 64 gig in there, but even so, that's only 96 gigs compared to 500 gigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked my iPhone until Apple decided not to actually acknowledge that the problem with the phone was actually a manufacturing problem. Tried to buy a new phone thanks to their incompetence. That's always nice.
No. That's not incompetence. That's planned. Apple plans that. They don't. They want you to buy the new thing every time. Reed.
That's the same thing as incompetent in my book. So,
Depends on what side of the money you're on. In some cases, that what's incompetent to you is genius to them and their shareholders.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's still incompetent, but they can call it whatever they want to call it. But, I mean,
they got the money, of course they can.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it, my friend.
At least until someone comes out with something that kicks their ass, and then
They're a cult,
Huh?
Apple is a cult. There's no valid reason to own an Apple product except for you're a member of a cult. Okay, there's a few valid reasons I can think of, but they're usually based in science people who need it. But overall, if you're a random consumer and you don't need that specific go-between between Linux and a real operating system that Apple provides, there's no reason to buy an Apple.
Well, unless your corporation wants you to have it when you work for crazy companies that decide to get rid of you because they're incompetent in their own right. But hey, we're not going to go there. You don't need to have Reed ranting,
Anyhow, I'm building robots today because tomorrow is the Denver Family Fest. I'll be at the Denver Western Stock Show Complex in the Education Pavilion, at the Hobby Pavilion inside of there, doing the Denver Family Fest from 11 a.m. tomorrow until 5 p.m. So if you're in Denver, hey, here's a plug and a shout out for that show. Come out and see me play with my robots. Okay.
Hey, and if you're in Milwaukee at the Shorewood Library, that's where I will have parts of the Hope Castle, not the big part, but the small part.
Awesome.
So I will be the most.
And right now it is snowing. We were supposed to get not any more than 2 inches. There's about 4 inches on the ground right now.
Hey! How much snow do you have total on the ground right now? Just ballpark. How much
the 4 inches that they've just dropped, because it melts. Read. Snow melts in Colorado. I remember when I lived in Chicago.
Okay, well we've had 50 inches this year, and I think most of it is still right there in my mom's front yard.
I believe that. I used to live in Chicago. I remember how that went.
As you can see, there's a shovel over there. That is the pile of snow,
That's the snow piler you keep adding up. Hey, Dude Jude, how are you today? Let's see, who else is in chat? Let's see, participants.
And there's, of course, my storage all frozen. I can't get at my Lego. So
really? Is it just Dude Jude? Dude Jude. Well, hey, good. Thank you for hanging out.
There's probably more.
Lego. Well, it didn't show anyone but you, and when I click participants, it shows Dude Jude and Hope Castle. Where did everybody go? Hi, everybody.
Better they're there and they're just hiding.
That's also possible.
There's always a possibility. It's a thing. Let's see, which one am I doing?
Incognito. Actually, I got to remember how I was doing this.
Doing the 3s. There, that works. Okay. What colors am I going with? I
don't remember how I'm doing these because these are all offline now.
Whites and grays on this. Don't Ooh, do I have any more of that pen? That's the great question. Do I have any more of that pin? I need 2 of them. There's 1. Oh, come on. Tell me.
When's the show, Mariann?
What?
When's the show you're going to?
Oh, it's next week. So it's starts on Thursday.
Okay.
Bummer. I only have one. Do I have one in here? No, I do not. Well, I know what I'm ordering 1,000 more of very shortly.
Only 1,000?
Yeah.
Only 1,000. And these guys. They're the pin with the 2L axle on it.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those laying around somewhere.
Yes.
Probably in my storage I can't get in right now. What's really sad is the only reason I want to get in there is so I can actually get the stuff out of storage and move it into a bigger storage. So, I mean, I'm not losing anything. Now the company who I'm renting from, they're losing it because they could be making even more money off of me. But that's it.
Reed, are you having a day, sir?
That's been 3 days. I've been out there 3 times trying to get through that ice. It's been fun. It's been fun. Oh yeah, I was out there with hot water today trying to do that. But
I think Reed is having issues. Everybody, we love you, Reed. Stay strong, man. Stay strong. Stay strong. It's all right, Reed. You will live.
I just want to get my Lego collection so I can get it moved and get it organized, and so I don't have to spend more money at the Lego store tomorrow. But mine's
storage facility.
Huh?
You would think the storage facility would have to get the door open.
Well, I think most of them are. Well, the new one I'm moving into, I will never ever have this problem again because, well, unless of course the outer door, like you're like a front door to a house, unless that freezes. But because I'm actually going to move into an area where it's actually inside, which would be actually pretty cool. So
I think that would be better for you.
Well,
probably better for the Lego too.
Well, it's not going to be temperature controlled, but it'll still be probably better. My dad actually said they're probably not going to be popular because you have to go through a standard size door to get into the area, and then you'll have just your standard, whatever big door in there. But we'll see. I mean, I'm just kind of hoping to get in there here shortly and just have. I have my goals to get done here.
What's it look like? Let's do this. Let's do this.
It hasn't been. It's just nice that I'm running out of stuff to build with here, and I hate using all these really cool arches inside my mill. But
you do what you have to, Reed. You do what you have to, man. It's come down to this. You'll do what you have to.
Do what I have to. Kill who I have to kill, Okay.
Shh. Don't give up all your plans. Oh, okay.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's because it's got a plate on. I was like, that's too tall. Okay.
So how is the castle coming?
You can see it over there. I got the camera up. It's coming along. I mean, obviously the moat on the side closest to my facial images, you can see it's pretty much done from the far corner all the way down to the front. You can see the clear. That means it hasn't been. The rest of it hasn't been done. And then kind of working across the top there. There's that wall section in the moat up there. So I'm working on stuff that's in front of me is the 2 sections that I'm working on. So they're down. So it'll be that other corner over there. And so where the green walls are, that's going to be moat. So that's what I'm building right now. So, moat on all 4 sides. The only problem is going to be getting wiring into the walls now. So I'm, like I was telling Kevin early on, I think I might have to keep going with my 2-tiered thoughts, and maybe building the close area that's close to the bottom of the screen, build that at that level, and the back half build it higher so that I can actually build like a waterfall or something in the middle to run wires across. So let's see.
Lego, you're building a stop motion. What's it going to be about? What kind of stop motion you building there, Lego? We're all curious now. Okay, I'm curious at least. I shouldn't speak for other people, but I'm curious.
There we go.
Let's see. All right, and Hoosier has disappeared. Oh,
I'm in the corner.
where's Lego?
He's been Nightbot put him in the corner for some reason. I don't know why.
Aha! That's looking good, Lego.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm just doing the usual Tanya thing, building robots.
Is that all you build is robots?
Oh no, not at all. Not even close. But it's what I'm building right now because it's what I promised for this event. So that's what will show up.
Hands-on participation, I'm guessing.
What's that? Say again.
I'm guessing hands-on.
You know it. Bring something interactive. Put something the kids can put their hands on. Well, the last show I took interactive stuff. Stabby died. He died a horrible screaming death. The poor little robot. It was sad and disappointing.
It does sound sad.
It's like I put the controller down for a few seconds to help this little girl with something, and next thing I know, I see Stabby careening across the room. Kid giggling like nuts. He's crashing it into chairs, crashing it into people, crashing into anything he can crash it into, and then it breaks and it falls apart. And he's like, "It's broken." And I go, "Yeah, that kind of happens, kiddo." You run it into things, it breaks.
I'm sure mom or dad was nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be seen. You are right there. Nowhere to be seen. It was a library event.
My kid's well behaved. You must be talking about someone else.
It was a library event, and it's one of those events where some poor beleaguered parent, and trust me, I get why they do it. They come and they go, "Look, it's an event for children. I will bring my children, and somebody else can deal with them for 2 hours." And I understand their mentality. I understand where it comes from, and I actually kind of part of me kind of likes it because the kids can get away from their parents and ask questions that their parents would go, "Well, don't ask that question, Johnny or Jill. That's stupid." And it's like, nah, let the kids ask whatever they want to ask. But at the same time, you get, and I wasn't mad at the kid, but it was just like, I know, I'm just being silly.
She was mad. She just wasn't gonna, Stabby didn't have so she couldn't use Stabby to go after the kid,
It's true. Stabby was done. His head was ripped off. He was in pieces. I just set him aside. And the kid's like, "Well, can you fix it?" I go, "I can, but not here, not now."
And not for you.
And not for you. Hey, I left that part out. Just some level of...
That's where for the next show, you'll just be like, the mom will come back, or dad, and be like, "Hey, well, my son says you aren't going to fix it." It'd be like, "Your son broke it. And there's other kids here that would love the enjoyment of playing it. I would be glad to fix it. Are you just going to sit here and watch these other kids?" And you're like, "Oh, no. Okay, well, then don't ask me."
Like I say,
or are you going to pay me to fix it since your son broke it? And they'd be like, "No." Well, then your son is, your son broke it. It's not my problem. It's not my problem that you let him out of your sight for 2 minutes and he broke my robot, but,
It wasn't even 2 minutes that I let the robot out of my sight. It was literally, I put the remote down to my right, I turned to my left, and as I'm talking to the little girl, the robot goes careening past my line of vision, and I'm like,
cool.
Ugh. That's a thing. That's a thing.
Or Stabby.
Well, what's nice is when you have to do it like at Legoland, and I had to be all nice and everything, and you can't say anything.
In the situation I was in, I was under the same restrictions. So, yeah.
Nah.
Oh, and if people are wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually using double stick tape to do a technique that won't work without either glue or tape, because that's one thing that I use a lot in prototypes. And so, like right now, if you can see on my building right here, there's the little window frames there that I've actually, now yes, I have cut these just because I have a ton of jumpers in dark tan. But if you can see on this one right here, let's see if I'm getting right there. There's this really cool looking technique of how I did the arches, but I'm literally double stick taping the jumpers or tiles you can use to do this technique to stick it out. Because then it's a totally valid technique, doesn't damage the bricks. Obviously, I damage the jumpers, but it doesn't damage the bricks themselves if you just put tape on them, and it comes out really cool looking. So
That actually looks amazing.
Yeah. I do all kinds of funky things like that people are like, how did you do that?
You don't want to know. If you
Well,
are a
actually,
legal
like,
purist,
let me
you don't
this
want
around
to
if I
know.
can do it, because you see my building right there. There's the stained glass is also done with a lot of double stick tape to make it look like that.
That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, so and I have to do it again to make it for this prototype, or
Look,
because that's the prototype. But
I am not a purist by any stretch of the imagination, except for I prefer it all to be Lego brick.
Yeah.
No off-brand brick, but cutting a plate doesn't bother me. Drilling a hole through something doesn't bother me. Using a plate and putting a screw in it to hold something down doesn't bother me. So I know that I irk some people with that, but you know what? It's my Lego, not yours.
Well, this is the thing. I was a purist and wouldn't cut and alter anything until I worked at Legoland.
And you realized how often they do it?
Yeah, and I also realized if you have 10,000 of something or a huge amount, whatever, you can do whatever you want. Especially if you can easily order 10,000 like tomorrow.
Yep.
Who cares?
Exactly.
So yeah, I stopped being a purist pretty quickly after that.
You stop being a purist when you've discovered that they weren't even purists.
Yeah. Well, and also that's a trick too, because people always say that. They're like, "Oh, I would never alter my Lego." Think about this. How do you think new pieces are designed?
There you go. That's it. That's it in a nutshell.
Yes, they have 3D printers now, but they didn't have 3D printers 10 years ago, 20 years ago. The only way they could do it was either like by actual sculpting in either of wood or clay, or of altering cutting pieces. Because I mean, like, think about some of the pieces we have, like say the cheese brick or the cheese slope, or some of the other pieces that are really weird and funky that you're like, it's like they cut something off or they altered something. That's exactly what they did. And in fact, if you go to an interview to become a Lego set designer and Lego asks you, are you willing to alter your bricks? And you say no, that is a point against you. So just in case anybody wants to be a set designer.
There you go. There you go.
I think Imagine Rigby's trying to do that right now.
Yeah, they just had a like, I think it just closed last week, but they had, or this week, something like that. They had applications up for new set designers.
Yeah, Imagine Rigby in Colorado applied.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, and also, did you guys see Chris McVeigh is going over and being a set designer now?
Did not. That's cool.
Yeah, Chris McVeigh, aka Power Pig, who makes an amazing set.
That's so cool. You know, I love seeing good, talented people get good jobs.
Well, people ask me why I haven't done it, and honestly, there's two reasons. I don't like the cold. And the other thing is that, honestly, I couldn't do what I'm doing, like this cathedral I'm building, because this is way too complicated for, there's never any way. Because I actually had someone ask me, seriously ask me, if I was going to make this a kit. And I'm like, this has 40,000 pieces, not to mention a lot of unorthodox techniques like cutting bricks to make things work.
Let me explain to you.
So yeah,
You
no.
know how much 40,000 bricks costs.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hoosier, are you built? Hoosier, are you finally building?
Yeah, I'm putting my brick bank on a mill's plate.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's the first one I actually built from the ground up on a mill's plate. When I decided I was going to do my whole city on mills, that was the first one that got the treatment.
Well,
Okay, the frame is coming together. I've got the steering. I've got the steering in place. And I've got my differential in place. And I'm working on 3 copies of the same robot. And the first of the 3, or the first of the 4 is right here, this little guy right here. Bye-bye. My little racing robot. Each time I build one, it gets just a smidge better. Alright, so that bottom frame is in place. What's the next piece? I need to get that piece. I have another white. No. Light bluish gray it is. Where did I pin this? Pinned it there and there. Windows are just regulars. Okay. So, 2.
Like one side of the castle is going to have more staging area than the other, it looks like. 7. Of course, I don't have any helpers over here, and I don't have a brick separator in my hand.
What? You geek.
I have several lying around all over my Lego room, including a drawer full of them on my Lego wall.
You know,
my desk is out of reach.
The temptation is just to put one around my neck on a chain.
Well, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that also where they use put it on a key ring and then they have it attached to one of those like zipper pull things or whatever they're, like where you can stretch it out, so it's like you can pull it from your belt loop or something and then use it and then it goes back on your belt loop.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've got
it's either cool or geeky. I'm not sure which one you want to go with.
Yes, just say yes and call it good.
Yeah.
No.
Reed.
No.
Why are you so bitter, man? Why are you so bitter? You don't have to be like this, man.
No.
Reed.
I know why he's bitter, because I've been burned by Lego too, so I understand the bitterness factor.
You can either hang on to that, or you can
I
move
don't.
on.
I haven't hung on to it now, but
hung on to
it'll be a
what?
while.
Exactly. Keep moving.
Hung on to what?
I don't know.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Your bitterness
Nothing.
towards Lego.
Damn it! You brought it up again.
Sorry.
Bitterness with Lego management. Yeah.
Lego.
Lego.
Well, that's the thing. See, that's the one thing, because some of my coworkers left out of frustration with the management, but they actually stopped the hobby altogether because of it. And see, to me, because I've been playing with Lego since I was 6, so that's over 35 years now. I'm not going to stop because of anybody trying to get me, like literally trying to make me hate it so much that I won't continue with the hobby. That's not happening, because there's the hobby itself, and then there's the crazy people that are, have the money.
There's the crazy people that are the crazy people you get in everything. And
exactly.
if you let those people consistently push you out of things, you will never enjoy anything. So,
it's the retail brand management. It's not, it's that team that just, I don't know if they were inhaling the stuff from Colorado or what, but they're just, and you hear in Kevin's story, they have a problem with promoting within. They have a problem with people that you have a passion for their product. It's like, why do you not want people that are passionate about your product? That doesn't make any sense. Those people will be able to sell it in their sleep. They'll be selling it to people in their dream, on a camping trip or something. Dude, you were talking about Lego all night. I'm sick of hearing about Lego. I'm sorry. That's just my life, man, I mean, I probably
that's the funny thing. Even when I was at the phone place getting my new phone, I ended up talking about Lego for like an hour because they were interested.
I can't tell you how I get stopped randomly in a store. It's like I told you last week. Did I tell you that I got stopped outside of Walmart by the Girl Scouts and their parents? And
No.
they're like, you're the girl who was on. You're the Lego master who was on on TV the other day. And I'm like, shit, I'm recognized. Yes, I was. I was on Daily Blast Live. Great, I'm glad you saw me. And just went into persona mode and talking, and it was great. It was fun. And it's like, they're like, cool. And they're like, you're going to buy cookies, right? And I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's kind of you have to at that point.
You kind
when
of
you work for Lego, you definitely get recognized a lot more. And I did get recognized out in the stores a lot. I mean, and I talked to Lego. I mean, I sold the product. Because people joke is like, well, if you want to get service, you'll go to the Lego stores. If you want to just buy it anywhere, you'll just go to any of these stores, and that's pretty much the case. Because you go to the other stores, and I was selling it in those aisles, going, well, you can do this, and you can check here, and you do this and that, and you're always selling it. It's
Oh heck, I've been selling Lego for like at least 20 years. And most of that time I didn't work for the company. I mean, that's actually how I got my retail merchandising job originally for Lego, my first job for Lego. I was at like a Toys R Us or Target or whatever, and there was the retail merchandiser there, and he was like, I ended up talking to him because I was like, oh my gosh, it's the guy from Lego. And I was so enthusiastic. He's like, how old are you? Because I was at the time 21, and I did not look 21. I looked like 15. And he's like, because we're looking for people for the seasonal jobs. And I was like, sure. And so I ended up getting a job for like 4 months.
There you go.
I would have loved to do it longer, but it just didn't work out because of Lego being Lego.
Companies being companies.
Well, no, what happened was they decided to they changed it real quick, but they decided to outsource it.
That's companies being companies. No, yeah. Seriously. Companies do that all the time.
Yeah, and then they realized how stupid that was, so they went back to insourcing.
But I used to work for IBM, and IBM at one point was changing over American manufacturing places that used to manufacture computers in America. They were changing those facilities over to call centers, right?
Right.
And that's a useful thing. Take this real estate you have, change it over to call centers. Cool stuff. And then overnight, the decision was, nope, stop the project. The land's worth more if we sell it. So they sold all the real estate that these old factories were on, and laid off the teams that were turning up these call centers, outsourced all the stuff to India and the Philippines, and what used to be good, well-paying $15, $20 an hour jobs in America back in, of all times, 1999 through about 2004, we used to be really good paying jobs. If you get hired by IBM today to work in one of their call centers, A, it's a temp job with no permanent benefits, and B, you're gonna make $11 an hour, if that.
Yeah. Well, and of course they can't, I'm not saying anything that I don't have any problem with people in India, but when you can't understand what they're saying, and they can't answer your questions because they honestly don't know either, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, and there are the minor things in dealing with language. Like, there are subtleties to language that if you're not a native speaker, you'll never understand.
Exactly.
And
that's one thing amazed me about my father, because he's from Japan originally, and he learned English when he got to Canada originally, when he was in his 20s, and he actually was able to learn and speak and understand even like idioms and puns and all kinds of stuff. The weird thing was when he tried to write it, though, he couldn't do it. He couldn't understand simple things like and of and but, like little connector things that they don't use in Japanese. So it was really interesting because he could speak completely fluently, like you wouldn't even know he was from Japan. But He couldn't write it very well. So nice. I mean, he wrote it fine, but he would mess up, like, forgetting little connector words that they literally don't have. So.
Right, because they don't have those. Well, they do. They have the particles.
Yeah, they do, but they don't have the same ones, and
no,
some are literally different.
And they don't translate directly. Like the particles that Japanese uses are nothing like the particles that English uses. You know,
exactly.
So it's kind of like interesting. I studied Japanese for a little while. Wish I had a lot longer, or could go and dive in and just be just be immersed, No,
I totally understand, because I actually lived there for 3 months, and so I do speak enough to get around, but I can't speak fluently. My brother, on the other hand, lived there for 2 years, so he speaks completely fluently.
Nice.
And I'm a little jealous of that, but if I lived there for a year, I would easily pick it up. Because my biggest problem is I just don't know enough verbs. And but the thing is too, see, now when I lived there for 3 months, that was about like 16 years ago. So that's before, like, internet was really what it is now. It was before Google Translate, all that other stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it would be a lot easier to get around now, because like the last time I was there was 5, and even then I didn't have like the phone and everything like I do now.
Yep. It's kind of amazing how all of this has gotten and how it's all working these days,
It kind of boggles my mind.
It does, and I'm going to say it simply, it's freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little piece.
Well, I mean, even like this with getting a new phone, I mean, the fact that I'm able to transfer almost everything instantaneously, and it doesn't even feel like I've got a new phone. I have the same, I just have a better new phone. It does all the same things except more, That's amazing too.
I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Should I go 3? I think I'm gonna go 3 and put some bushings on it. Aha! We have connected piece. It is connected.
Yay!
The steering is now connected to the servo.
Nice. That's one thing I still don't have a good handle on is Technic.
It's a completely different building process. It's a completely different mindset when you go to build Technic.
Yeah, I know.
Huge.
Huge.
What's up, dude?
Not much. I got a doggy in my lap.
Doggy in your lap.
He won't get down.
Sounds like a doggo to me.
Are you gonna get down? He's standing on one foot, and I wished he would hop down. Hop down. He's only got 3 feet. He's only got 3 feet, so.
A 3-footed dog?
A 3-legged dog. A 3.5-legged dog. He's got both front legs, but only 1.5 back leg.
Dude, did he get snowed in and get hungry one day or something? Oh, sorry.
No, I got him like that. Gun until he was 6 months, 6 weeks old.
Cute.
He just cut it off. Somebody was being mean to him.
Yeah. Humans are like that. It's kind of depressing and disappointing.
That's when he lived, and I brought him here.
Cool.
And I did not know he was going to end up staying here when she left. So,
Oh no. So you ended up keeping the dog. That's all right. You might have gotten the better end of the deal.
huh?
You might have gotten the better end of the deal. Oh.
Maybe. Now I don't get to sleep in. I got to get up at 5:30 every morning just to take him out.
Yeah. Damn responsibilities. How dare they interfere with my life?
Yeah. I've had him for so long I don't remember what it's like to sleep in all day and be able to get up at 9 o'clock.
Now you know why I don't have children. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll happily deal with other people's children that I can give back to them, give back to the parents at the end of the day. There you go. Bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Usually I'm just a cat person because the cats, they're going to do their own thing.
Oh, yeah.
When I get home, they'll come see me, say hi, then go on.
It's like
The
hey,
dog is
hello,
like-
Remy. Good to see you.
I go in
I am
the
off
other
to
room
do
and come
cat
back, and the dog's like, I go in the other room and come back, and the dog's like, "You been gone so long? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?" You know. And
That's a pretty good representation of every dog I know.
yeah,
that's pretty much a very, very, very accurate description of.
when I go down to the laundry room, I come back up out of the stairwell and stand there. Where'd you go? You know.
Oops, wrong colors. Yellow. Yeah, the Technic.
So that
I was never Mariann. I was never really a Technic builder at first, but I kind of once I started figuring out what I could do with it, I was just enamored. I was like, oh my gosh, I could do all this, and that was it. I've always been interested in like the robots and technology and movement and machines and stuff. So it's like when I figured out what Technic could do, I was like, I'm all over it.
is that Abby you're rebuilding?
No, these are my little racing robots I'm rebuilding. I'm building.
Okay.
So there will be 4 copies of this little guy right here.
Oh.
So I'm kind of assembly lining the construction. You could see there's 1, there's 2, here's number 3. And I'm just kind of assembly lining the production of them right now. Because they need to be ready by 11 tomorrow morning. Say again?
Oh, they one you showed, right?
Yeah, the one on the one that was on the one that was on the on Instagram.
You held up.
Yeah. Yep, they're all gonna be the same.
Oh. Okay.
Well.
Oh, look at who's the brick bank's upside down. Was that a earthquake?
Ooh.
On that? Yes, I do.
Well, also, guys,
need to build my.
I got something I'm really happy about. So, these are my old business cards right here. You can see it. Oh, let's see. There we go.
Yeah.
That's my old business card. I just got my new business cards. I'm pretty happy with. See?
Oh, those are pretty.
That's nice.
Got the new roses on there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing like different models, like do like a few hundred of each, like 3 or 4 different colored types of models. So I actually have variety in my cards.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Collect all of Mariann's business cards. Limited
Well, also
edition.
so that I can show that I can do totally different things, you know?
Yeah, kind of like a portfolio, just but yeah.
Yeah, but just a few of them because obviously, you know.
You don't want
they're
to
a
make
little
them all.
expensive.
Yeah, they can be expensive, but you want to show off your variety.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to remember I got to order some new stickers and some new business cards.
All
the
right.
nice thing is I don't pay anybody to design mine. I design my own.
As it should be.
Yes. I just have to figure out how to fix my stupid website because that's way out of date.
Ugh.
Yeah, mine hasn't been updated in a little while. I need to do some work on that. But
Well, mine hasn't been updated in like 7 years. I really.
Holy cow. Girl, what are you doing? Oh, you're building Lego. Never mind.
Yeah, well. The sad thing is it's not even compatible on mobile anymore, really, so I really need to fix it.
Yeah, I get you.
oh.
To these.
And I'm just a severely messy builder because this table that I'm working on was completely clean about 3 days ago. Because I actually built both of these towers and then also on the ground. Let me grab it.
I think I can relate.
This is actually the middle section I already built too. See?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I built all of this in 3 days.
Hey, Mariann.
Yeah.
I think I can relate.
Well, the funny thing is the actual glued one took me quite a long time because of the gluing. Building the unglued version is a lot faster.
7. I need a 7 beam. This can go to the side for the moment.
Oh, and the reason why it has a weird colored scheme on the one side is because that's all the back or the sides of the building that are the inside, so you can't see it.
Right, their structure.
Because when if I do actually build the entire model, which is, I won't build the whole thing regardless because it's 5 feet long, but so I might truncate the middle because it's got instead of building 4 rows of windows, I'll just build 1 row of windows. And then do the rest because it's the most boring part of the building anyways. But even if I did that, it'll still be about 4 feet long.
Holy cow.
So
what show is this going to be on?
Well, I'm just doing the front facade right now. So this is for the Bricks Cascade, but ideally I'm going to bring it to multiple shows this year. That's the plan.
Nice.
So it might be at Brickpan if I drive. It's going to be at Bricks by the Bay, probably. Maybe we'll have to think about that. But yeah, ideally the ones I drive to will come with me because it's big. I can't fly with it. There's no way.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah,
I love you all. You'll have to come and see it.
This would be a suitcase in and of itself.
A steamer trunk. Travel the world in style. You're a lady of means. I see you travel with your steamer. No. This is my Lego.
Yeah. Well, see, what's interesting is I'm actually not building this on base plates, because I don't like base plates that much. I don't use them very often, even though I have a ton. And so this is completely not on base plates. It's just the frame of the building.
Oh, cool.
And that way it's actually easier because you don't have to worry about the overhang of the base plates, when you're trying to move the model and stuff like that. And that I really don't like gray base plates because they're so floppy.
Oh yeah.
I actually prefer the off-brand ones that are the plate versions of base plates. If I'm going to use them for something like that, but I only use them when I need the landscaping and all that stuff around it. This one, honestly, I just like the building pure simple, and that's why I don't have any base plates for it.
That is actually the methodology I use. I use the Strictly Bricks base plates because they're good base plates. They're just It's like Lego. Get on it. Why haven't you done this?
Exactly.
You should have done this ages ago. It never made sense to me why they didn't do that.
The weird thing is the reason why they're getting away from them is they stopped. I think they threw away or got rid of the molds, and then someone else has them. So they have to actually pay someone else whenever they produce the base plates, at least the regular one.
What?
Yeah, that's why they're getting more and more away from them, and that's why there's like the 16 by 16 plates now. But it's like Lego, get on the ball and make 32 by 32 plates. We know they work.
Yeah.
So that's not even a question.
What are we to do?
Yeah. So that's something, because I'm not, like, again, I'm not I prefer pure Lego to other brands, but when it works,
You
just get
gotta
it.
accept it. Yep.
And then, of course, I'm also a full supporter of, like, say, Brick Arms and Brick Forge and those guys, because I'm really good
They're
friends with
doing
all of them.
something that Lego won't do, and
Well,
that's
and they're
appropriate.
also, the quality is the same.
That's
It's
right.
the same level.
They have.
That's
I
really
like Brick Arms. I have a lot of their weapons, but yeah, they do good stuff. I like their products.
I mean, ironically, I almost never use the Brick Arms I have because I'm not really a military weapon-y type person, but I do have them.
If I wanted to, I could.
Exactly. Well, and actually, he made a baseball bat before Lego did, because even though he only makes military things, but he said his son was playing baseball at the time and wanted a baseball bat for his figure. So he made a baseball bat first.
Nice. That is awesome.
Yep.
It's like you get into the zen of just building. And it is a beautiful thing.
Well, I was almost not going to log on tonight because I was like, well, I got to build my building. But then I was like, oh, I can use my phone instead of my laptop, and then I can move it around easier.
Oh, this is nice.
Hey, has anybody heard from Buttchop?
No.
Not recently.
I haven't heard from him either.
Oh, where has the
He wasn't on last night or anything?
Where can he be?
Didn't see him in the chat or anything.
I thought he was in the chat last night. Wasn't he in the chat? No?
If he was, I missed him.
Busy week. Got a busy week, I guess.
No. Gotta respect that.
I'm gonna do this one plate. I'm gonna finish this plate, and then I gotta start packing for tomorrow. So.
Are you gonna log off at this point then? Ending it?
I'll end it when I'm done with this mill plate.
Okay.
So, I just want to do this one.
Fair enough.
This one will finish that upper section up there. I'll finish the upper corner where I'll have an actual. I'll finish the corner kind of where my arm of my tripod is going. You can't see it.
I am rapidly running out of 7 long beams.
Oh, and if people are wondering, I actually do have a little rubber hammer that I use to hammer down plates and stuff so that they get all there, and that the rubber protects the Lego so it doesn't damage it. So I do recommend that if you do big builds. It's very useful.
Yep.
And these were like, I think it was like $8 on eBay. Really
Yeah,
cheap.
they're cheap. Get one
I
from
have
Harbor
like, you
Freight
can
or
get
something.
other ones that are bigger, because I actually have one that's really heavy that you can buy like at Harbor Freight. But this one I got on eBay from China because I actually like the smaller size. It's not so heavy, and it works really well. And it works, the smaller head actually is better too for the Lego, just because it can get in the smaller sections that you're working on. I like that.
Brick Pasta's in the chat.
Hey, Brick
He goes,
Pasta.
like, has the chat been updated?
Pretty much. Oh, are you kidding me? How it falls off this towel.
Pasta! Hey, Brick Pasta.
tower survives shows, and it survived this.
Brick pasta.
Heck, now the camera there we
Oh no, maybe I missed him. How long ago?
Hello.
Huh? Oh, there he is. Buttchop. Yeah, we will be doing our thing in the morning. I think he just wanted to unplug for a few days.
Well,
No, he just
totally
wanted to
valid.
unplug. Huh?
I'm a big supporter of unplugging, even though I don't do it very often.
Yeah. But they must be doing the show in the morning. Sparky quit. Now hop that down. Down. What do you want?
Yeah, I might actually listen to it on my well. What time do they stream? I might be listening to it on the way to Milwaukee. Maybe we'll see.
I think they start at 7 a.m.
What time?
7, I think.
Yeah, I'll probably be on my way to Milwaukee, so I'll probably have to listen to that.
I thought it was 8. I thought it was 8, but I could be wrong.
Well, it'd be 8 your time, who's 7 Central Time.
All righty.
Yeah, so I'll be on the road. I'll have to listen. I'll have to remember that.
I think it maybe Brick Pasta said 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll be on the road. I'll have to remember to turn that sucker on.
What are we talking about?
There's pasta stream in the morning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
is there any good way to get this glue off of stuff?
What kind of glue is it?
It's at I got the Lego magazine or little book that comes that comes with the Emmett.
Yeah.
And it's almost like rubber cement that they stick the packet to the front with.
You could try Goo Glue or Goo Gone. Maybe
on the magazine.
It's kind of a rubber
activity.
cement. It's kind of like a rubber cement. If you warm up your hand and just kind of lightly roll it off, it usually comes off pretty cleanly.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was on the magazine we were talking about.
I was thinking maybe hair dryer, run the hair dryer over it a couple times.
I don't have a hair dryer.
Hell?
Oh, there's on a Mills plate and a double Mills plate. Wow, that's pretty.
It's stuff is like real sticky. It gets warm and it's like it keeps sticking to everything. The more warmer it gets.
Right. So that's why you just kind of want to roll it off of the piece of paper and then use a paper towel to get it off your hands. That's what I usually do.
So is that like a double brick band then? Hoosier?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing was, it's like, isn't it really expensive for that stupid little magazine thing with Emmett?
I don't know how much it was. I just grabbed it.
I think it was like at least $8 and you're just getting a figure.
It says $10.99.
Oh, see, $10.99 for one figure? That's a little ridiculous in my opinion.
That's
they see you coming, dude, Jude.
Huh?
Yeah, that's yeah. Granted, I paid $10 for a Harley.
It comes with a flashlight, a pickaxe, a shovel, a jackhammer, and you get this cool activity book. And trust me, for $10, I'm going to do this activity book.
And it was worth the $10.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
you got your answer, everybody. You got your answer.
It's got stories in here.
So my Lego store had a grand opening today, and I didn't even go.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
The gift was purchased. Bull crap.
What was it?
The little Lego store set.
That's actually cute.
Yeah, I like it.
With the poly
What, the VIP one or the that says VIP on it?
This one?
Oh,
That's a cute
that's
one.
one of the older ones.
Yeah, but that's not. If that was the gift for purchase, that's not even the like special one. You could buy that pretty much anywhere, isn't it? Oh no.
No, that's the one with the dragon.
No, that's the one with the dragon. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the one.
Oh,
that's
that's
at
nice.
Yeah, I've
The one
got
with the
one.
dragon's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, the dragon is cute.
I would have liked that one. That one would be cool. One I got's only a corner of a Lego store.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Spend $100 to get that.
If you don't want it, you just send it my way. I'll take it off your hands, so you don't have to be bothered with it.
Well, I do have 3 of them.
That's why I
Well,
didn't know.
I have gotten to the realization because I used to be like, oh, the promo, I've got to go get it. But since I go to so many Lego conventions, I'm like,
I can
either
get
I'll
this
find
at
it at a
any
Lego
time.
convention, I can get it on Bricklink, and not spend $80 or $100, and spend $20 and just get what I want.
Yep. That's the truth of it.
Yeah, because I used to do every single one, and I'm like, why the hell am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the last time I went to the
honestly,
Lego
it's
store, I
just
got
like
$25 worth of free stuff.
if I'm gonna be making the purchase anyway at the Lego store, then it doesn't bother me. But I'm
Right,
not
yeah.
going just for the GWPs.
Exactly.
Chad, copies in the chat.
Who is? Hey, Chad.
What's up, Chad?
My Lego store opened in November.
Sometimes it takes a while to get to the grand opening event, though.
And they're just doing the grand opening event this weekend.
Yeah.
And there was some that opened January. They've already had theirs. And they had a limited edition, well, not a limited edition fig, but a limited to that store fig.
Right.
My store's not doing that.
That's a bummer.
Bums, how could they?
We get
Is it actually in Indiana or is it in Kentucky?
It's in Kentucky.
That's the problem. It's in Kentucky.
I agree with you, dude. I agree 100%, buddy. You hit the nail on the head right there.
Yep.
Oh, Chad, put the brick bank on Mill Street, buddy. Now it's time to upset Tanya. No interior.
Damn it! Thanks, man. My night was going great, and you had to show me that crud. Man. I just can't anymore with you guys.
I got it. It's still on the other base plates. I'm going to put it back in there.
But I commend you for going double wide on your buildings and triple wide on your buildings. It's pretty cool. Out of beverage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No more tea. I'm disappointed. It's sad.
There he is.
There who is? Chad.
Emmett, he's coming after you.
Emmett. Oh, okay. Hi, Emmett. Emmett is so generic that I'm not interested in him. They failed with the protagonist.
He's supposed to be generic. That's the whole point.
I know. Which is why I'm just like, meh.
I'm not impressed with the new sets, though. I really not impressed with the sets.
You're not impressed with the sets?
No, I mean, there's cool new parts, but I kind of like General Mayhem ship. That's cool.
That's the one that I want, but I just haven't felt the need to shell out $70 for it.
Exactly. Well, and I
doesn't
also
feel
like
like-
the Rex guy's ship too, but
Again,
he doesn't have a name tag that says Emmett on his pants, so he is a little bit special. How many other guys have Emmett on their pants?
It's kind of like the corner garage, right? Corner garage is sitting there. Look, it's a neat little model. When they hit $170 for the diner, I think my threshold was reached.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the point of $170, I'm like, it became a big deal. Am I going to buy this or not? And I haven't.
Yeah.
Because my body
the diner is a good set, though.
It's a good set. It's a beautiful set. And then to see the corner garage come out, which is only literally 80 pieces more. Where do those 80 pieces justify $40? $199 price tag on the corner garage.
Yeah.
You're losing me with the prices.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I love the set. It looks beautiful. It would fit great in my city. It doesn't feel like a $200 set.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you consider like on the corner garage, it's $200. It's 80 pieces more, and a lot of those 80 pieces are greebling. They're little 1x1 tiles that do the facade, and it's really good. It looks great. But it just, I think they're trying to push the boundaries and see what people will pay for these sets. And I think they've reached mine. I think they reached mine at 170.
Did you get the assembly square?
No, $300.
Yeah, but that one was worth it.
180. But it doesn't feel like it.
Right.
You know,
I did get that one. I haven't built it yet, but I've got it.
It looks beautiful. I kind of hate the way they cheaped out on the Parisian Cafe tribute at the top, and they used a front loading bucket instead of doing like the build like they did on the Parisian Cafe.
Yeah.
It was kind of.
My problem is I have all the modulars, and so I'll probably buy the garage, even though I'm not that excited about it.
Yeah.
Just because I have them all.
Yeah, and I think they're counting on that at this point.
Yeah. Well,
collecting the modulars.
The sad
They
thing
all
about
buy
that
this.
is there's so few people that actually have all of them.
Right.
Because, I mean, when they first came out, a lot of people were like, okay, cafe corner. And I mean, granted, the first 2-3 of them, they didn't even have an interior or anything.
No, they really didn't.
Because it wasn't until the Grand Emporium that they put anything on the inside.
Yep.
And so it's like, you know, they've gotten, that's another thing too, though. You got to keep that in mind of why the cafe corner is cheaper was there's nothing on the inside. It's empty.
But you compare the detail of the Parisian Cafe, which has great interior to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are reasons why they've gone up, but at the same time, yes, I agree. They're getting more and more expensive. They keep pushing the envelope on price, which, you know, I mean, like the Millennium Falcon's a really good example of that, because first of all, I didn't want to buy it the first time it came out because it was $500, jumping it to $800. I guess part of that is the Disney licensing, but still, that's ridiculous.
I mean, it's a beautiful model. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. But
yeah, Chad, that's what I was thinking. Green Grocer was the first one to have an interior.
So I think I've hit my limit on what I'm willing to pay for a modular, and I think that limit is about $160.
Yeah.
That's a rarity. I did get the pet shop on sale, but again, the pet shop was one of those ones that it was kind of like it was a hybrid between no interior and an interior, because it's like has a whole 2 floors that have like nothing built in it, and as Hoosier has clearly pointed out, my rage boils when there's no interior on a freaking.
Right.
It's just a
Well,
thing.
the whole reason I started getting all the modulars was because the whole reason I got into Lego as a kid was miniature houses, and
Yep.
that's exactly what modulars are. And it's weird that it took so long for people to realize that why it was so, because the first few did not have as much of a following. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, I want the cafe corner, but it's like, $1 million now or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't when it came out.
Wasn't it like 120 when it first came out?
It was like either 120 or 150. I can't remember anymore, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad.
No, it was during my I'm set and broken working for minimum wage phase because any port's in a storm, and despite having an engineering background and a lot of skills, having no one willing to hire you, kind of you just like, how much are you gonna pay me? Wait, you're gonna pay me? Okay, fine, I'll work for you.
Yeah, I understand.
Technically still recovering from that because I had to put student loans on frickin' forbearance way too often and all of that stupidity. So it's like, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
Because all of that interest just keeps capitalizing, and then you're left there with this big, huge bill that you're like, I have no clue. I keep paying towards it. It doesn't go down. Okay, whatever.
This is why I didn't actually finish college, was because I realized what I wanted to do for a living didn't actually need a degree, and so I smartly quit before I accrued a huge amount of money.
Good job. I'm proud of you. I wish I'd figured that out too.
Well, I mean, and the thing is that I really wish they would just stop the fiction of you need a degree for most of this crap, because you don't.
You really don't. There's a lot of things you don't need a degree. It's like people tell me they're going to art school. I say don't. And they're like, but I want to go to art school. I go, no,
yeah,
you don't want to go to art school. Don't go to art school.
My old boss at Legoland actually kept telling me I should go to art school to get a degree in art. And I'm like, I don't need one. And the funny thing is that his now wife, he kept saying, be more like her. And I was like, no.
Let me put it this way. All of the artists I know that make money on art never went to art school. All of the people I know who went to art school don't make money off art.
Well, because the thing is if you're an actual artist, you will just create. It doesn't matter.
Correct. That's correct. You've got it. That is it in a nutshell. If you are an artist, you will create. You don't need an education. You don't need the stupid loan debt. You will create no matter what. And if you think you're an artist and you're not spending every moment of your time putting all your energy into your art, some time to make sure you get fed, make a paying job.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Being Kevin Hinkle.
I love Kevin Hinkle. He's a good guy.
He went to art school. He's making money doing art.
Yes, there are a few exceptions, but the most.
I'll tell you right now, if his wife didn't have the job she has, would he still be able to do the art that he does?
Who?
Hinkle.
Oh yeah, he'd be doing it.
He would be?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a choice. I mean, basically, by Lego letting him go, he's doing it. I mean, he didn't have anything else. He wouldn't probably been doing anything else either.
But he had a fallback of his wife having a job.
Well, not really, because basically he made so many contacts in the community over the years. He was able to make money from. That's where he started making money, because he was working for Eclipse Graphics and stuff. I mean, he does some stuff on his own, but Eclipse Graphics and a lot of stuff paying for it too. So.
Right. So he was able to make connections. And there is the exception to every rule. So, hi, Kevin. Congratulations for being the exception to the rule.
Yeah. Plus, he sold Lego. So, I mean, my joke is, so Kevin, doesn't eBay have like a hobby level or something? He says, yeah, that's like 25,000. I hit that by the end of the first quarter. That first year after Lego was gone. So I mean, yeah, he made tons of money. So from selling Lego, he had lots of stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he was selling all his good
Plus, he sold all his
stuff he had.
business. He sold all his business cards and all that stuff. So he had lots of stuff that was people wanted to buy.
Right.
So.
He had. Right, but he didn't go out of. What I'm talking about is he didn't go out of art school, no name guy out there, and just start making money. That did not happen. What happened is he went out from art school, and he got employed at Lego, and he made tons of contacts through Lego, and for making all those contacts through Lego, when Lego said, "Bye, buddy," he had a lot of contacts to fall back onto. And
well, he did make. He said he made a little bit of money, but it was short lived. So yeah, so he did make a little bit on like 1 or 2 projects, and then then it was over. So.
Right. Yeah, you have to. The thing about it too, though, is that the problem with a lot of people that do try to do art as a career, you have to also understand business.
Yeah, that's it. That's true.
And see, me, because my father has been an entrepreneur my whole life, I understood the good, the bad, and the ugly of business. I have been on every level of lots of money, no money kind of thing. And you have to be brave enough to not be having any money come in.
That's correct.
Which is freaking scary sometimes. But you have to be able to do that to literally make your business work.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out how to make money, because like that's why I have an Etsy store, because like when I don't have a huge commission coming in, I sell stuff on Etsy.
That's right.
I mean, and that's how it's going to be with the nonprofit. I've had that nonprofit for 2 years now, and it hasn't done anything yet. But I mean, I still need to work on it. But I still give away stuff. I mean, I still make stuff. I still drop stuff off. Just haven't done the 501 and haven't figured out a way to generate money coming in. But I still do stuff, and so give stuff away. That's why I look for the deals. So
yeah, but you've got to have that hustle.
Oh yeah.
You've got to be willing to throw down, and you've got to be ready to fight for it.
Well, you have to be super flexible.
Yeah. You know?
But at the same time, you got to be flexible to do what people ask you. But at the same time, I do have principles of what I will and won't build.
As you should.
Because I will not build something I consider inappropriate for children, because I think that's ridiculous. And I don't very often get that kind of request, but when I do, I have to say no. Never going to happen.
Thank you for your interest in my work, but obviously you didn't see what my work entails, so I'm going to very politely decline and tell you, there's Lego over there, go build your own.
Yeah.
It was like my friend worked at a airbrush shop back in the, I want to say late 90s or early 90s after high school, and they had this big thing on the wall. It says, "We will not do gang insignia, blah blah blah. Anything that we do not want to do, we will not do." Basically, is what it said.
Yeah.
And they go, "If you want this kind of stuff, we will happily sell you an airbrush kit. Go learn how to do it yourself."
and still never learned his airbrushing.
And it was funny because there was sometimes I would be sitting in the shop and he'd be helping me learn a little bit of airbrushing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some kid with the gangbanger mentality would come in and they'd start describing what he wants, and he'd just look at the person, tap the sign, and then ignore the person. And they're like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And I go, "We don't do that kind of stuff, man." And I watched him sell several times. He sold a kit to somebody because it's like,
wow,
do that stuff, and it's like,
you know, they're never going to actually do anything with that kit.
Yeah, but he still sold it.
Cool.
Uh-oh, where'd Hoosier go?
Elsewhere. Oh, that's what I can do. Maybe will that work? I don't know if that'll work.
And Chad Brick Hobby is going to bed.
Good night, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Good night, Chad.
For last couple pieces here.
That'll work. Let's do it that way.
So, Mariann, what do you call that building?
Oh, this is actually a replica of the Cathedral of the Madeleine, which is in Salt Lake City. So it is a real building.
It's a beautiful building.
Oh, it's funny because so they actually had like 3 or 4 people do buildings for this exhibit when it was on, and originally they wanted me to do the Salt Lake Temple, and I was kind of disappointed when they changed their mind at first, but then when I saw the building, I was like, wait, this is way cooler. Because what ended up happening with the Salt Lake Temple is because they did it just really small. It was only about like this big, about a foot in size, or maybe a foot and a half max. You can't get, because that's also a really cool building, and it's got lots of cool, like, carvings and sculpting in it, but you can't see it when it's really tiny, right?
Yeah.
But when they had me do this, and they said we want it 5 feet long, and then I eliminated some things, because originally I was going to do like some trees around and stuff, because there actually are trees because it's on the corner of a street. There are trees on the 2 sides, but then the building's kind of weird because it actually is connected to another building next to it, and I just eliminated that building. So I did do some modifications, but when I made it and they saw what I did with it, they were like, "Oh, that's what a master model builder does." Because they didn't quite understand, because the other guys that did the thing, I mean, not to put them down, but they're not professional builders.
Right.
They're hobbyists, and they haven't been doing it for, 17 years.
Right.
So they didn't have my experience. But yeah, when I was able to like actually think, okay, at 5 feet long, I can put a ton of detail in this. And what's funny is that, see, the one thing that, again, not to bash, because I love them all, Sean Kenny or Ryan McNaught or any of the other Lego certified professional people, is that, like, when they do buildings, they don't put in all the detail because you don't have to.
No.
I could have built this building and eliminated, like, half the detail that I put in, and it would have looked just fine, but it wouldn't have looked killer amazing. So by putting like all of this detail in, even though it took me longer, and that's why I'm making a second replica of it, and I want to bring it to shows, because I want to show it to the public in general and not just in one museum. Not that it's still really cool to be in a museum, don't get me wrong, but it's only in one spot. This way I can bring it to several conventions, show thousands of people
And
what I did.
share that beauty. Share
And
that
plus
coolness.
share it with all my Lego friends, because you really can't appreciate this building, even with all the pictures I posted. You can't appreciate it as well if you're not seeing it in person. And I'm not trying to say like, I'm just that amazing, but it's just because it's
no, you're just
so
that
much
amazing.
stuff in this.
You're just that
I'm
amazing.
so proud of it.
Nah, you're just that amazing.
Well, I am, but
But you got to let someone else say that you're that amazing. You can't
yeah,
say.
I guess so.
You yourself should never say, "Oh, I'm amazing."
No, I don't agree with that, actually, because of Muhammad Ali. Because Muhammad Ali said, "I'm the greatest because I'm the greatest," right?
Right.
So, and again, I don't put down other builders by saying, "I'm the greatest, so you're not."
No.
Because that's not true. You can be really, really good at something, and other people can be really, really good at something too. But at the same time, I put my heart, soul, and mind into getting this good, right?
That's it.
If I wasn't this good when I started at Legoland, there's no way in hell I could have built something like this. It is too complicated. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
Plus, actually, some of the parts did not exist back then. Because that's one thing people don't realize is that, when they complain about new parts, they don't realize that if that part didn't exist, you can't do some of this stuff. Like cheese slopes is a really good example. I have them all over this building.
I love cheese slopes.
They didn't exist in these colors back then. In fact, they barely existed back then, 17 years ago. Because I remember when they just came out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I was so ecstatic when the Tower Bridge came out and there was tan finally. Oh my gosh! Because I mean, like you can see on this building, there's a million places I have from cheese slopes. I mean, I probably used, I would say comfortably, hundreds, if not over 1,000, if not maybe even a couple thousand on the whole building that are tan.
Nice. Yeah,
So,
cheese slopes are something that if they're on the wall, I tend to pick up a cup of them.
oh yeah. Oh no, I don't buy cups. I buy as much as I can. I've bought cases of cheese slopes before.
I believe you.
In fact, I have an entire case of black cheese slopes already right now.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what everything I was going to get in the storage. I think I have some of those, and somebody in the group, or in the part of the group that's in Milwaukee wanted some, and I was like, man, I know I was going to mention it, but then thankfully I didn't because I couldn't get into storage. Because I'd opened my mouth and said something, and then couldn't get into storage, I would have looked even worse. So
They'd be like, "Where's my cheese slopes, Reed? Where's my cheese slopes, Reed? I don't know, man. You said you'd bring me cheese slopes. Cheese slopes, man. I want my cheese slopes, Reed."
Yeah. So yeah, well, I mean,
come on.
you know.
We've all heard that before. Tell me you haven't, and I'll call you a liar.
No, I haven't.
Liar.
Well, my only problem is I don't mind helping out somebody if I, they just want a couple or something. Problem is that even though I have, like, say, an entire case of black cheese slopes, I will use them all. So I can't, like, say, "Oh yeah, here, you can have half my case," because I will use them.
Not gonna happen.
And
Yeah.
I need them.
Yeah, it's like, I love you, but not that much.
Exactly.
Well, usually, it might be something too. They might have something that they can trade or something, whatnot, or I mean, and most people hopefully aren't looking for,
Half a case,
100 or something, where I mean, yeah, I could maybe spare 100 of me because cheese slopes, if you've got, even if I bought a cup, I mean, that's probably, at least 2,000 at least in that cup minimum, because it's the size of pretty much close to a plate, and a plate I know one by one I get about 2,000 in a cup because I get 1,000 one by two plates. So, but we're probably going to end the stream because I'm going to move my bins upstairs for tomorrow morning. They are ready to go. Actually, you know what? I have a plate of guys I didn't freaking put in there. Oh man, I forgot I put those guys on a base plate.
You geek.
All my dragons, all these guys over here. I should probably take those with me, huh? What do you think? Take that army over there sitting on that base plate?
Probably.
My aliens, my pumpkin head guys, my 20-some red dragons,
Reed, just do it. You know you want to.
Yeah, but I got to get them in the bin. I got to get them in the bin, too. So it's...
Oh, yeah. But you know you want to, so just do it, man. You won't regret it.
Maybe. I even took my new.
Okay, maybe you will regret it, but that's a problem for another time.
I'll be really happy when I get everything, all these milk plates done. I did get a fair amount done tonight. I actually did get the outer edges on the top done and a little bit down the side. So you can kind of see where the walls are over there, where the wall sections are. I did that. So you can see the moat finally sneaking around the other side, and I do have a little bit more room on that side for some reason. So I don't know what happened. I have more staging area than I thought I was going to have on that side, but that's fine.
Is more staging area a bad thing?
No.
Well, if you look far over there, you see there's like a lot of space there on the other side of like the green on the side by the entertainment center there.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of space over there originally. So actually, I guess that actually stays the same. I don't know why I lost it on the other side. So I must have my calculations didn't work totally correct for some reason.
It was a calculated decision. Unfortunately, I am bad at math.
Well, no, I mean, I figured I centered everything, and so something, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 30 inches, and then yeah, I should be good. I mean, worst case, we just have to start over again. What is going on, camera?
Chester knocked it over.
Hey, Chester, dude, man, come on.
I saw him do it.
I think we all saw him do it.
Yeah, he used the force.
He's kind of tired. He's gonna get you guys. He's gonna eat you. He's gonna eat you alive.
So be it. I can think of worse fates.
I am gonna end the live stream. Thanks everybody for stopping in.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I enjoyed these. These were fun. I don't know if I'll be on next week though, because I will be in Portland for Bricks.